Hey, how's everybody doing on this Sunday evening or Monday morning for those of you who are watching from Asia, and for those of you in the United States, I hope you are safe and sound. I hope you are inside, and I hope your city is safe. There's a lot of craziness happening in the world today. So before we get started, I do want to say that today's stream is brought to you by TubeBuddy, the #1 browser plugin and growth app for YouTubers. Link down below. Per always, I know you have TubeBuddy, but if you don't, there's a link down below. You can install it there for free. And of course, head over to their forum. They have a very active forum. So if you need help in using it, trying to figure out how it all works, head over there. All right, so I want to give some shout outs to some people coming in. I see Fully Involved Media Group LLC. How you doing? The Slot Freaks, how you doing? Who says, Seattle here, it's messy. Yeah, why don't you guys do that? Why don't you chime in? Let me know what city you're in and let me know if you're good or not. The Slot Freak says it's messy in Seattle, but if you're safe somewhere, or if I saw somebody chiming in from Nepal here. So namaste to you in Nepal and to those of you in India, and I believe Bangladesh as well, and in Sri Lanka. Divided by Sight, how you doing? Who else did I see? The Fat Guy, how you doing, man? Mexico today is the same as Mexico for the past 2 months. Sitting in a room. Sitting in a room. Neil, the Urban Explorer, how you doing, my man? Hope you were doing well. I think I saw Paul Peck Drywall Tube in the house. Beanie Draws, how you doing, sir? So, Paul, I was on TikTok a couple of days ago, and I took a screenshot, and you might have already seen this. There's a channel on TikTok. He's a drywaller. And he does drywall videos where he'll just, put some mud up on he'll put some mud up and he'll just do like a really nice, smooth, kind of like one of those visually appealing type clips. But he's got, some of his videos have millions of views. So Paul, if you're not on TikTok yet, go there, look and see what the drywallers are doing because some of them are blowing up. There might be a huge opportunity there for you. Who else is in here? Cadsley, how you doing? There it is. Mr. Bond, a love from Nepal. Namaste, thank you. I can see who else is in here. Okay, there's a whole lot of people. Nick Gaming 2.0, I saw you in here from the beginning. Thanks for showing up early. All right, so for those of you who have questions, if you head down to the forum head down to the description under this live stream, I'm going to have a link down there. It says ask a question. Drop your question in that form. It's going to make sure that I get through them. This is first come, first serve. I will get to the point where I can't answer all of them. There's already a lot piling up. So if you do have a question and you need it answered today, head down there right now because if you ask in the next 10 or 15 minutes, you're probably not going to get it. And if you're watching this on the replay, thank you. If you have a question, come back and ask it in the comments. I will come back periodically and answer your questions in the comments after this is back up for replay. Yeah, so close to 100K. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? I remember when my brother hit 100K and he ordered his YouTube button, right? Because they have to send you like this thing that says you got to order your button, your play button. And I thought that was just the coolest thing ever. I was like, I can't believe you're getting a button for 100K. And now like I'll have mine, well, I'll get that notification to order one here in a couple weeks. And now he's hitting 600,000. Amazing, just amazing. Okay, Andrew says firefighters and police are being assaulted in North Carolina. Violence and destruction for the past 3 nights. Protester fell through the steel sidewalk grate last night. Man, stay safe. Stay safe. Stay safe. Paul hit 97,000 today. Paul, there you go, my man. Congratulations. Paul Peck Drywall Tube, 97,000 subscribers from putting drywall up. From hanging drywall. Uncle Dan, how you doing, man? My city of Chicago was kind of on fire. Yeah, I saw that they lifted up the bridges around the downtown area so people can't get in. That's kind of crazy. Doug says, I missed the epic music. Yeah, I changed the intro out a little bit because I am in Mexico. I figured I'd put a little gunslinger Mexican sounding. It's all I could find. I just whipped something up quickly. I think it took me like maybe 15 minutes to put that together. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump and do the questions. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Namaste. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna see a couple more places here. Hold on. Newfoundland, Canada. You're probably doing well in Canada. Rhode Island. How are things in Rhode Island? Will ethical hacking channels get demonetized? Yeah, probably. You're playing with fire. Look, anytime you start playing with fire, it's just a matter of time before you get burned. YouTube is smarter than you. Their AI is smarter than you. And if you're getting past it all right now, they're eventually going to catch up to you. It might be next month. It might be tomorrow. It could be 2 years from now. It could be 5 years from now. But eventually, they're probably going to catch up with you. Read through their terms of service, TOS, because what you'll get is a community guideline strike, or they just might wipe your channel out completely. And Sydney, nothing new. Yeah, nothing's ever new in Sydney, is it? Hey, Matt, how's it going? New York is right. New York just comes from the virus, and then you're turning into this. Man, good luck in New York. Neil's in a van in Liverpool. Live in South Carolina. There's a lot going on. Texas, Baltimore, and still under lockdown. Crazy. Stay safe, everyone. Stay safe. All right. Much love from India. I always get love from, tons of love from India, and tons of love from Nepal, and tons of love from Pakistan. So yeah, thank you guys. Doc and Valkyrie finally reached 200 subscribers. Congratulations to you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the questions here. I'm going to go into the form. Wow, these are piling up really fast. Okay, Epic Brawl Time asks, is sub for sub that bad? What's a good thing about it? Yes, it is that bad. And I know those of you who have been following my channel for some time, you know that sub for sub is bad. You don't do sub for sub. But if you're just coming on board, if you're just getting on YouTube for the first time, you're trying to figure things out. Maybe you're new to my channel. If you don't know about sub for sub, it's bad, and here's why. Because you're asking people to give you a subscriber count, right? I'll subscribe to you, you subscribe to me, we'll inflate our subscriber counts. Well, the subscriber count is not a metric that YouTube uses for your success. You will be able to unlock certain features eventually by doing that, but what YouTube is looking at, they're looking at your views, they're looking at your watch time, your audience view duration, they're looking at your click-through rate. They're looking at all of this stuff, and you're chasing a subscriber number. Now, don't get me wrong. Subscribers are great. Paul Peck just hit 97,000. You know, high fives, fist bumps, pats on the back, and all of that. That's great, but that's not what you want to focus on when you're getting started. You want to focus on learning how to get people to click on your thumbnails. You want to focus on figuring out how to get people to watch your videos longer, because those two metrics, your click-through rate, your impressions click-through rate, and your average view duration, those are the main metrics that YouTube are going to look at to decide if they're going to recommend your video out to more people or not. Focusing on subscriber counts, it means nothing. Now, the downside of this, when you're spamming, I probably report 100 people a day leaving comments on my channel. When you spam people's channels and you say sub for sub, I'll scratch my back if you scratch yours, I'll walk your dog. However you want to word it, it's the same thing. Every single time I report it as spam, and a lot of other channels do that too. And what happens is when enough people report you as a spammer, YouTube will delete your account. You've probably heard of the purges where lots of people lose subscribers out of nowhere. That's a purge. Those are spam accounts. A lot of them are sub for sub accounts. So if you want to keep your channel on YouTube, do not do sub for sub. It's going to blow up in your face. Boom. There you go. Put in the work. Put in the work like everybody else. Everybody else that's growing, they put in the work. It takes time. There's not a fast track other than you making great videos. If you make great videos that people respond to, you make thumbnails that people click, you make topics that people are interested in, you're going to grow. You just have to put in the time. And by time, I don't mean a month or 2 months. Put in the work. They pay for views. Yeah, that's going to backfire too, because they're not real views. YouTube is smarter than that. The AI is smarter than that. They know they're not real views. They know. That's not how you grow a channel. It's just not. Yeah, you can get the numbers. You can get the numbers, but that's it. Here's my subscriber count. That means nothing. In the grand scheme of succeeding on YouTube, in the grand scheme of getting suggested on YouTube, subscriber count has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Hold on, I saw something here. Somebody just invited me to come to Kathmandu, and my answer is, I've been to Kathmandu. I love Nepal. I've been, there it is. I've been to Kathmandu. I've been to Nepal. I went trekking there in the Himalayas, went to Mount Everest Base Camp and all of that good stuff. I can't wait to get back to Nepal. Nepal is an amazing place. All right. Hey, what's going on? All right, next question. Next question comes from Swiss YT. It says, how do I improve my watch time? Okay, improving your watch time overall simply means you need people to watch more of your videos. You need people to watch your videos longer. So what you need to do is practice. And look, it's trial and error. Like everybody on the platform right now, we're always trying to find new ways to get people to watch our videos longer. So that's something you have to do as well. You need to look at your audience retention report. You're going to see that graph where people are leaving, right? It starts off high and it starts to get lower as time goes on. You have to figure out what can you say, what can you do, what can you show to keep them watching longer. And if you want even more watch time, lead them to another video when that video ends, right? Let's say if they came to your video because they want to learn how to, give me a topic. Somebody just throw a topic in. Okay, somebody just said this one. Where did it go? I'm just going to use this for an example. I don't have any subscribers in making my relaxing music channel. Okay, so let's say you're making content about relaxing music. I come in, I watch your video about relaxing music. So what would be the most logical thing to recommend somebody through your card and through your end screen and through links in the description and through your pinned comment? It would be other videos and playlists that have relaxing music. If I come for relaxing music, there's a good chance I want more relaxing music. There's a good chance I want a playlist of relaxing music. So make sure when you're handing people off to other videos that it's all relevant. Because if it's not relevant, if I came for relaxing music and then you came up and you started suggesting, rock to me or dubstep or house or, lo-fi hip hop, that's not what I came for. I came for relaxing music. So keep it relevant. That's going to improve your watch time. And then last, live stream. Live streaming can be a beast for building up watch time. Just learned how to use a pinned comment, and it definitely works if used correctly. Okay, show of hands. Who knows how to make a pinned comment? Say yes or no, because if enough people say no, then I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you how to take advantage of pinned comments. So if you know how to make a pinned comment, say yes. If you don't know how to make a pinned comment, say no. And then if you don't, I can show you how to do this. I know most of you know how. But some of you are just getting started, so let's see. Divided by site? Yes, you do. Angelo Gene? Yes, you do. Yes. No. Okay, I'm gonna let a couple more of these come in. Woody Collins, we definitely need to show you how to make a pinned comment. Hey, Kitty Love, how you doing? By the way, Kitty Love just hit 100 subscribers the other day, so congratulations. PhotoFin in the house. How's it going? Okay, so those of you who know about the pinned comment, bear with me. I'm going to keep this really short and really sweet. There's PhotoFin. I'm going to keep this really short, really sweet, but I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to show people who don't know about the pinned comment. I want to show them how to do it so they can take advantage of it. Just link to my video. Actually, Doug, if you have a video, that makes it even better. Doug, if you have a video showing people how to pin comments, go ahead and drop that video in the stream. Okay, hey, Jason James. So we're going to do that instead. Doug's going to drop, Doug Houston YT, this gentleman right here. He's going to drop a video, or he's going to drop a link to a video in the chat. And if you don't know how to take advantage of a pinned comment, go watch the video. However you do it on a desktop is the same way you do it on a phone. The trick is, you want to link out to relevant content. You want to link out to either a single video or a playlist if you're trying to get people to watch more of your content. So most of you do. That's good. This is great. When you've given away something, I just gave away a tip to help you get more views on your videos, to help you get more watch time, to help you build channel momentum. That was a huge tip. Hold on here. Let's see. Do I still have to copyright my music? Do I still have to copyright my music, or is it already copyrighted as soon as I upload it? I don't know where you're at in the world, but let's say you're in the US, you probably actually want to go through the official, like if you're serious, like if you're trying to make a living off of music, if it's a hobby and you don't really care, then it's no big deal. But if like this is a thing for you, then I would take that extra step, file out the paperwork, go through the legal process to actually do that. Because then what's going to happen is, let's say you make a claim or you make a strike against someone and they want to dispute that. They're like, well, this person doesn't have the rights to this. Then you have legal backing that says, I own this track, I own this music. So Doug, go ahead and drop that in there, man, if you have, there it is. So Doug dropped this in the chat, so you guys can, I don't think you can actually click on that in the chat, but you can copy it and paste it, and then Doug's gonna walk you through how to make a pinned comment. If you don't have pinned comments, you are missing out on views. You're absolutely missing out on views. And I will show you one thing here. Let me show you one little thing here. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna get this pulled up. And I'm just gonna show you how I do my pinned comments real quick, because it's one thing that I've noticed about how you can get a little bit more attention to it. And I'm gonna show you something else. Okay, so let me share this with you really quick. Let me get rid of Doug here. See you, Doug. I'm gonna share my screen. There's two things that I wanna show you. Chrome tab. Okay. So this video is about Enlight Video Leap Transitions tutorial. So the logical thing to do would be to give them more Video Leap tutorials, right? So the first place I want you to look is right here at the beginning of your description. I'm tired, I haven't had enough coffee yet. Okay, do you see what's happening here? I have my description and I have a link to Video Leap, because the purpose of this video, because it is a sponsored video, is to try to drive people to Video Leap. I want people to install Video Leap. So it's important that you put any call to action, right? It could be subscribe to your channel, it could be linking out to your course, it could be driving to a different video, it could be linking out to a playlist, it could be whatever you want. But if it's important, you want to put it before the show more right here, because most people don't click on show more. Most people do not do that. So if you have anything important, make sure you put it at the top. Now, this currently applies to desktop users. If you're doing it for mobile viewers, they're not going to see that. But for anybody who's watching on a desktop, they are going to see that. And that's just one more advantage that you can use to try to get people to click on something. Video, playlist, whatever it is you're trying to sell or bring attention to. It could be your website, whatever. So coming down to the pinned comment really quick. So here's my pinned comment. And you see with the pinned comment, it sits at the top of all other comments. And real quick, you make a comment, you tap on the three dots, and because it's pinned, I can unpin it, but if it wasn't already pinned, it would say pin. So you write out your comment, click pin, whoosh, it's right up to the top. Now, here's something that I do. All of these comments kind of look the same. So what I love to do is put a little emoji before the thing that I want to say what it is. That little color splash of emoji, it could be a hand, it could be a fire, it could be whatever emoji you want, a moon or whatever. I tell them, you know, I put a little call to action, download Video Leap for free, and then I link out to a link here. That sits above all other comments. So as they come to leave a comment, they're gonna see that. And believe it or not, this can make a huge difference scaled across your whole channel. When you get a lot of pinned comments, you get a lot of end screens put together, you get a lot of cards put in there, a lot of videos linked in the right place in your description. All of this, think of it like a giant spider web, the internet, the World Wide Web, imagine that, right? And all of these things are linking to relevant things. That really jumpstarts your channel momentum once you start getting a larger content library. So I'm gonna add some of this stuff on here because I just realized that I didn't get that going. Yes, if you do have a question, drop it in the form down in the description. And you know what? I'm gonna go. Let me show you where that is, by the way. You know what? You can find it. It's down there, and there's a red question mark right before it. You can figure it out. You can figure out my descriptions. All right, next question. What is the question? This one comes from Rise Adrian. How do you get people to like your videos and not click off the videos? Yeah, well, the first thing you need to do is make sure the beginning of your video is interesting. You want to make sure you have seconds to get their attention, seconds. So let's say, and I love to use this example, I make a video on top 5 video editing apps for Android, right? That's my video title. Video editing on Android, the title's top 5 video editing apps for Android. You click on the video. The last thing I want to do is show them my intro right away. I don't want to put my intro at the beginning because people are not there for my intro. People are there for the information. So the first thing I'm going to do is confirm that they clicked on the right video. So I might start my video with something like this. In today's video, I'm going to show you what the top 5 video editing apps for Android are. Right? I'm going to tell them right out of the gate what that is. So they see the title, they see the thumbnail, they click, I tell them what's going to be in the video. Now you can do that verbally, or you can do it with a graphic, you can do it however you want, you can do it with and it doesn't have to be, first of all, that's called a hook. And your hook doesn't necessarily have to say what the video is about, but it has to be something interesting. If you are maybe you're good at filmmaking, maybe you're a vlogger, right? You want to put something at the beginning that makes people want to watch more. That's your hook. It can be, let's say you're a vlogger and something crazy happened to you, or you're out vlogging. Well, you start the video off with that. Like you start the video and right away something crazy is happening. And then if you're going to put a logo in or an intro, then you can put that in a little bit later. But right out of the gate, it's like, whoa, this is interesting. And then you start your video. You hook them in, you let them know what's in the video. That's the first thing you can do to get people to watch your video more. Beyond that, again, you're going to have to watch your audience retention. You're going to have to watch where the slopes are, where people are leaving your video. You're going to have to come in and look at your video. Look, nobody likes to admit that they're not making great videos, but if people are leaving, you're not making great videos. You've yet to learn the skill to learn how to get people to watch your video longer, right? You haven't built that skill yet. And by the way, like all of us are still trying to improve that. I've never met anyone who has 100% audience retention. Never, not even close. I know a lot of people around 70. I've seen people with 80. I'm sure people exist with high 90s even, but I've never seen 100%. Try to aim for 50. Try to aim for 50%. If you can get 50% of the people to watch your video, you're going to get somewhere. All right, let me see here. Next question. Oh, okay. How to get verified to make thumbnails. Okay, most of you are probably verified right now, but if you're just starting YouTube, you need to go to youtube.com/verify. youtube.com/verify. And it's going to look like this. Let me show you, .com/verify. Now, because my channel is verified, I'll get rid of that. My channel is verified, so it's not going to say that I need to verify. But if you need to verify, it's going to let you know what you have to do. They're going to call you, or they're going to send you a text message based on the phone number that you enter. And once you've been verified, you're going to see this. Your YouTube account has been verified. So I don't need to do anything there. Now, things that you can do once you're verified is you can make custom thumbnails. You can live stream. You can live stream on a desktop. You can even live stream on a mobile if you have under 1,000 subscribers, if you use a third-party app. You just can't live stream to the YouTube app directly. You can also dispute copyright claims, right? There's a handful of things that you can do once you're verified that you can't do if you're not verified. So every single person should make sure that they verify their channel. Next question from Begord. Nope, already answered that one. Wow, these questions are piling up. Thank you. Nope, we are not doing shout outs. I did shout outs last week. Didn't work for them. Didn't work for them at all. All right, here's a great question from Z Elite that says, how many videos and how much time will it take to get 1,000 subscribers? There's no way to tell. Everybody moves at their own pace. How often are you uploading? What do your thumbnails look like? What are your topics like? How long are people watching your videos? Are people into you? Are they responding to what you're making? It might take you one video. It might take you 1,000 videos. Everybody does different things. You can't say, you can't even guess. I just saw somebody post today on Facebook. There's I believe it's a financial channel. He has four or five videos, and he has over 100,000 subscribers already. 4 or 5 videos, and each video has like 300, 400, 500,000 views on it. And then there's Van Girl. I can't remember her name, Elna Jelena or whatever. What, she made one video, over 1 million subscribers. It happens. So stay in your lane and just focus on yourself and just keep making content and trying to learn with each one that you make. Okay, how can I make that one better? Next video from Zanger PRK says, I did sub for sub. How can I fix it? It's destroying my... You know what? I need to show you guys this. This is a legit post. This is a legit question, and I want everybody who's new to YouTube, everybody who's doing sub for sub, I want you to look at this right now. This is a question who just came in. I normally don't share the screen here. I did sub for sub. How can I fix it? It's destroying my channel. Let that sink in. It will destroy your channel. I did sub for sub. How can I fix it? It's destroying my channel. There you go. Okay, here's the thing. You messed up. You done goofed. You shouldn't have done sub for sub, but you did, and this is where you are. The best thing you can do, the absolute best thing you can do right now is stop worrying about all the sub for sub that you did. Stop worrying about that it's destroying your channel, and just start making videos. Start publishing, right? Increase your upload frequency if you can. Start making more videos and just keep making more, keep making more, keep making more. Stop doing sub for sub. Right? Anyone who's asking for sub in your comments, hide them from your channel. Just get rid of that from your channel and just keep making video after video after video after video. If you're making good videos, eventually you're going to get rolling in the other direction. Right now, you've built momentum in the wrong direction. You need to build it in the right direction, and the only way you're going to get that is by making videos, one after the other, after the other, after the other. Next question from that fat guy, who says, I've been using my Android S10 as my webcam using Droid Cam X software to link to the laptop. Last night I tried doing my first ever live stream, but OBS and StreamYard wouldn't detect the camera, possibly, but show no picture, or it would, but show no picture. Any idea on how to fix this? Droid Cam works with Zoom, FYI. Okay, so what I'm using right now, I'm streaming from my iPhone 11 Pro. What I want you to do is look at an app called IV Cam, like the letter I, the letter V, and then Cam. I believe that's available on Android. This works pretty well. Every now and then when I try to, that's why I was late today. Every now and then, so I had it turned on my phone, I started running the software, and it was just gray. So I had to close it and start it and close it and start it. It took a couple of times, but it did work. All of the live streams that you've been seeing me doing for the several live streams, I've used this. You can stream up to 1080p. You can even stream 60 frames per second if you want, not within StreamYard, but within the app. So I pull IV Cam into OBS as a camera source. Then I use the OBS virtual cam. I install OBS virtual cam, and then you have to start that cam. It's important that when you just installing OBS, you know what? Let me show you guys how to do that. Let me open OBS here. Give me 1 second. So let me explain what's going on. I'm streaming right now through StreamYard. And if you want to get StreamYard, there's a link down in the description below for that. And you can pull in guests. But here's how I got it to work. This is how I got OBS to work with StreamYard. So let me share my screen once again. Application window, Chrome, nope. Your entire screen, nope. Where is OBS? Why can't I see you, OBS? Okay, that's weird. Give me a second. It's not allowing me to see OBS. Does it have to open up this way first? Okay, OBS, there we go. Boom, okay. So this, and you might be seeing this like collapsing inception type thing going on right now. This is inside OBS. And OBS is free to use too. And if you're a gamer, you're probably aware of this. So this is how it works. I have IV cam in my iPhone, and the trick is don't run it over Wi-Fi. Run it through your charger. So it's in my Lightning port and it's plugged into my laptop USB. Wi-Fi doesn't work. I haven't used a single app that works well using USB wirelessly. I'm sorry, using wireless to connect to go live. But when you plug them in, they work, right? So iPhone IV Cam is plugged in via USB to my laptop. My laptop has IV Cam installed as well, so I have it in 2 places. And I also installed OBS Virtual Cam. And what you have to do is go up to Tools, and you have to tap on Virtual Cam. And this might make it stop. If I kill my stream, I'll come right back. Okay, you tap on Virtual Cam. This little pop-up's gonna happen right here, and you have to hit Start. And you see I can't hit Start because I've already hit it. So it's running right now. Then you can close that down, right? Then, stop sharing my screen. Then once you're running, right? Once it's running, then you come back into StreamYard. Actually, let me do this too. Let me share my screen here. Share screen again. Application window, StreamYard, okay. So, into the loop. So I'm into StreamYard, then you come into mic and cam, right? Hopefully that's showing up. And then you come into camera and you choose OBS camera. That's your camera source. But the trick is you have to make sure that you start it in OBS first and hit start, right? So it's going from your software and your app into OBS. You press start in OBS Virtual Cam. Then you choose OBS Cam into StreamYard and it should work. I hope that works for you. Your comment disappeared. I see your comment. All right, imagine getting 1 view on your video. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that before. And you know what? Everybody in here has started at 1. Now, I know some of you are gonna give me a hard time because this particular channel didn't start at 1 because I was live streaming with a much larger channel at the time. When I uploaded my first video on this channel, I had 500 subscribers already. So I had 500 people that were waiting, but it was because I did live streams for 6 months or 8 months on a channel that had 200,000 subscribers on it at the time. So those people were kind of coming over. However, I have another channel. We're gonna talk about that other channel. Let's check this out. A lot of people don't know about this one. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Some of you already know this. Some of you are gonna know this. So here's the channel that I learned how to YouTube with. Before I started this channel, D. Nimmin, I wanted to understand how YouTube worked. I wanted a test channel. I wanted to learn about thumbnails. I wanted to learn about how to look at the data. I wanted to learn how to do everything on a different channel so that when I started this one, I came out guns a-blazing, right? So this is the channel that I learned how to do all of that on. So share my screen. We're gonna come back to this one. This is where I started, right here. So I made an ASMR channel. By the way, I suck at ASMR, but I like ASMR. So I started a channel here, and surprisingly, I've got 520 subscribers on here, but nobody promoted this channel. This channel started at 0. It started at 0, right? 3 years ago. It started at 0. You can tell that's my beard. But what I did is I wanted to learn a thumbnail style. I wanted to learn how to art. I wanted to learn how the playlists work. I wanted to learn how everything worked so that when I came out and I did things seriously, then it would work, right? So yeah, my first video 3 years ago to date only has, where'd it go? 633 views. So a lot of these started at nothing, right? 3 years ago, 266 views, right? Like and now when I release a video now, I get 266 views in the first 30 minutes usually. Let's see what else. Let's see if that's the lowest one that I got. So you can see, I just made a handful of videos because I didn't want to, I never had an intention of growing this channel. It was a test channel. I wanted to learn how stuff, oh, here's one that's even lower, 193 views. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, so somebody just subscribed. That's hilarious. Yeah, so that's where I started. That's where I learned how to do YouTube. So yeah, we all start at zero in one way or the other. Oh, I missed some super chats. Okay, let me back up. Mike Van Doozy, how's it going, man? Secret channel. Hey, we all have an origin story, right? Mike, man, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe, brother. Appreciate the super chat. Hold on here. D, how to find trending topics for a tech channel? Any help? Yeah, go to YouTube, go to Google, start typing in things. You're going to see that drop-down menu, right? That's all stuff people are searching for. So start typing in certain keywords, certain phrases, how you might search for something, and whoop, it's going to drop down. That's what people are looking for. You can also use Google Trends. Google Trends is amazing. How many people use Google Trends? How many people in here use Google Trends? Hey, Justin, how you doing, man? The House of Tingles. Laugh it up, man. Laugh it up. That's where I honed my craft. That's where I honed my craft. How many people use Google Trends? Yeah, absolutely does. TubeBuddy has a great trending tab. Yes, Google Trends. Yeah, so I'll show you, for those of you who don't use Google Trends, I'm just going to show you one thing about it here. Hold on. Google Trends. Because I want you to see how powerful this can be. Let me share my screen one more time here. Let me remove this. Share my screen. And we're going to go over Google Trends. Now, Google Trends is great for trying to figure out the proper thing to look at. So I'm just going to I'm going to let you guys decide. Give me a topic. Give me a topic. I'm going to wait and see what you guys want to search for here. Give me a topic, and then let's try to figure out some variations of the topic. So somebody, let's go. Let them go. Let them go. Give me some topics. Give me anything. While you're coming up with those, I need to have a drink of Pedialyte, electrolyte solutions, not sponsored. Van Life, okay. Right, I opened this up, excited to drink it, and they got that on there. I can't open that right now. But it's wet, and I can't, I'm making a mess. Hang on, everybody. I just spilt like drips of water all over my keep. George, Florida, okay, the protest. Okay, this is good right here. This is perfect. Filmmaking, okay? Now, when you're thinking about making a video about filmmaking, and let's say you're using filmmaking in your title. So we're gonna try filmmaking here. So first title, film making, right? This is a search term, one search term, filmmaking. However, how do you know if it's, forget about what you think it is. How are people actually searching for it? How are people talking about this? Is it one word or two? Film making, let's find out. So you can see here in the red that film making, two words, is not as popular as film making, one word, right? So that's how this works. So when you're trying to think of ways to compare things, and yeah, let's get some other ideas. Let's add some other ones in here. So let's try, somebody said do it yourself, DIY, versus do it yourself. Right? So you can see here, nobody is looking for do it yourself, and lots of people are searching for DIY. The important thing is, though, is to look at the increase, right? Look at the date down here. So around March 8th to March 14th, there's been an enormous increase in people looking for DIY. That means there's opportunity there. So let's come up with some more things. Oh, here's an interesting, I'm curious, PUBG. Let's compare PUBG with another game. let's do, let's see, PUBG against, and I'm just curious, PUBG. Okay, nobody's looking for PUBG. But what about if it was Call of Duty? There you go. So currently, you can see what's happening, and they have data all the way back to 2019. Huge spike here in Call of Duty. There's a good chance that maybe they just released an update. But you can see right here that PUBG is just kind of like trudging along the bottom right there. Not a whole lot of interest in it, but Call of Duty keeps having these spikes. It keeps having this growth. And right here, at the beginning of March, it had another spike. PUBG really didn't. So there's a good chance that if you're making Call of Duty videos, you might be getting a lot more views if you're doing everything right than if you're playing PUBG videos. So Google Trends is incredibly powerful, incredibly powerful. And can we try? Let's see here. So here's something else that's, wait, hold on. PUBG versus Fortnite. Okay, let's try Fortnite. Fortnite. Make sure I spell it correctly. Fortnite online game, okay? Look at that. Fortnite is destroying PUBG, destroying it, just like Call of Duty is. And you can also see here around the beginning of March. Now, it's no coincidence because the beginning of March is when the whole world started going under quarantine. The whole world started going under lockdown. So naturally, you're going to see most topics start rising right here. But PUBG didn't. So this is one of the things. So a lot of people are saying, hey, I see channels having explosive growth right now, but my channel's not growing. Well, it could be because your content isn't just it hasn't been packaged correctly yet. You haven't positioned yourself in the right way to take advantage of that, or you're talking about topics that people just are not interested in. You know, let's say I wanted to make a video about the iPhones. Now, iPhone recently came out with the iPhone SE. They have the iPhone 11 Pro. They have the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now they're talking about the iPhone 12. So let's compare those. Let's say the iPhone SE compared with the iPhone 11 Pro, or let's do iPhone 12. What's people talking about? All right, now look at this. So obviously right back here is when the iPhone 11 Pro was released. Just skyrocketed. Now, if you were one of the people who made a video about the iPhone 11 Pro and you had a good thumbnail or right here, you probably did very well, right? But then it starts to taper down and starts to lose interest. But look what happens when the SE got released. Boom, it just shot up. So if you were able to ride that wave, you probably did well. And now you see the 12s, they're slowly talking about the 12. It's slowly and surely rising up. Now, if I were smart, because the SE is already on the way down, the 11 is already down, but we know that 12 is going to get released, right? We know that iPhone 12 is going to get released, and we see that increase starting to come in. So what I would do, well, I'm not going to do it because I don't like to do phone reviews, but if I wanted to talk about the 12, I would start making videos now, multiple videos about the iPhone 12, because when that releases, you're going to see interest skyrocket, right? And when that interest skyrockets, if I have a bunch of videos that are already a bunch of seeds, think of them as seeds. If I've planted a bunch of seeds all over YouTube already, and they've got good looking thumbnails, they're solid topics, even though the views might not be that great, if I did all the rest correctly and I've interlinked them and I've made sure that my end screen and my cards and my pinned comments and everything's in place, then when iPhone 12 comes out and you see that explosive growth for iPhone 12, those videos are probably going to get a huge lift, and I can ride that wave in. So this is a strategy that you can use. So everybody needs to be using this. Hold on, I missed the, Doug, can you tell me how many super chats I actually missed? And I do apologize if I missed your super chats. Okay, I see Mike's, but I can't go back. So StreamYard is not letting me. So let me come into the stream here. Give me just a second. I need to come into my live stream and I need to go back and see what the super chats are because I cannot see them from here. So give me just a moment. Hey, Shelly, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. Hope you were doing well. Hold on, I'm going backwards here to see what I missed. And of course, I can't do this on YouTube either. Okay, no problem. I'm going into studio. I will find your super chats. Sit with me. Sit tight. It's coming. Let's see here. Looking for the super chats. 1 second. Okay, I see Mike's. Okay, there you go. Okay, divided by site. Thank you for the super chat. Best audience retention for 10-minute video. Are you asking me what your audience retention should be for a 10-minute video? I would say just aim for as high as you can, right? Anytime possible, try to aim for 50%, but look, that's hard. I have a lot of videos that don't make 50%. In fact, some of my best performing videos have terrible audience retention, just embarrassingly low audience retention. But the thumbnail is on point, really high click-through rate. And the way YouTube works is it's looking at my thumbnail, it's looking at my impressions click-through rate. It's also looking at my average view duration. And even though I have a low average view duration for that video, I'm still ranking at number 1 or number 2 for that video. Reason being is because YouTube is always comparing your videos against other videos for the similar topic. So even though my average view duration might be low, my click-through rate is very high. So that means I'm probably outperforming the other videos competing for the same topic. So it doesn't always mean, I'll find an example for you here, here in a second, because I don't want you to think that you have to have the best audience retention. I mean, it helps. It definitely helps. Like if you want to accelerate things, you want people watching your videos as long as possible. But they don't always have to have a video succeed, and I'll show that here in just a moment. Okay, the Mighty R says, I'm redoing my thumbnail. What do you think about them? I got to pause and go back. Best audience retention. I didn't even answer that. Just aim for 50%, but you get whatever you get. Always try to improve it. If you get 20% for a 10-minute video, that's great. It's still 10 minutes. Think about on your next 10-minute video, how can you raise it to 25%? If you got 10% in the next video, try to get 15%. Yeah, don't think about I need to go from 15% to 50% or 60%, because that's a process. It's hard. It's really hard to get people to watch your videos longer. And the channels that are huge, they've mastered that, right? When you see these huge channels with just enormous view counts, they've mastered the art of getting people to watch their videos longer. So I would just say, aim for as long as you can, and each video just try to make it a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. Okay, One Mighty R. Redoing my thumbnails. What do you think about them? I'm not looking at thumbnails today. I'm not doing channel reviews today. That's not something that I'm doing. But if you want to send me a tweet with a link to your channel, I can just say, I can give you a quick, I can give you a quick look on that, but I'm not pulling anything up here. I can't do the right click open channels anymore. That's kind of the worst thing about the changes that YouTube made is you can't, they used to have 3 little dots, click on it, you can view the channel. I can't do that anymore, so that makes it difficult to pull up channels. The fat guy, this is for bathwater. Is that from the last super chat? These aren't dated on here, so my apologies. And then Doug Houston showing some love from down under, #Niminati. I don't know if that's from today or the last time, but thank you guys for the super chats. Much appreciated. All right, I got to scroll all the way back here. Hold on. It's coming all the way back down. Hold on. We're at Dr. Sten. How's it going, sir? And I just clicked on the right one. Dr. Sten, hope you were doing well. Hope you both are safe and sound. The U.S. is, I don't like to get into discussions of religion. I don't like to talk about politics. I don't like to talk about a lot of this stuff. But man, there's a lot going on in the U.S. right now. It's hard to not talk about what's happening in the U.S. right now. That was last week. I'm just catching up, Doug. I'm just catching up. So that's one thing I would love to see StreamYard implement is the ability to pin the super chat somewhere so you don't miss them. We are safe. Thank you. Glad you were too. Right on. Yeah, I'm well safe. I'm in Mexico. They're not getting me. You're not burning down this place. You can't get to it. They've closed the borders. You're not getting in. Oh, I love it. All right, I'm going to go back to the chat here and see if I missed anything. Yes, it's getting better, but audience retention is still low. Yeah, look, here's the thing. You are brand new to YouTube. This is a brand new thing for you. There are so many skills that you have to learn. Dr. Sten, perfect example. Dr. Sten, how long did it take you? And I know YouTube confused your channel for a while, but tell people how long it took for your channel. How many videos did you upload before you started seeing that lift on your channel? But divided by sight, like you have so many skills that you need to learn still because you're just starting. And that's okay. We all had to learn those skills. Every single creator on the platform has to learn the same exact skills. We have to learn how to communicate. We have to learn how to edit. We have to learn how to make thumbnails. We have to learn how to get people to watch our videos longer. We need to learn how to structure the channel so it makes sense so we get people to watch more of our channels. We need to learn all of this stuff. Just focus on one thing at a time. Don't get too caught up in the numbers. There's a thing called analysis paralysis where people can get so caught up in the numbers that you kind of paralyze yourself and you don't know what to do because all you're doing is you're analyzing the numbers. Right? Maybe you can't find the right title. You're using TubeBuddy, you're using vidIQ, you're using Morning Fame, and you're getting terrible scores on all of them. And it can kind of beat you down a little bit and make you think that, I can't find any numbers to rank for. Sometimes you just have to make you just have to make the call and make the video. Think about this first and foremost. Make content for humans. Make content for people. Because it's ultimately people who are going to click on your thumbnail. It's people who are going to watch your video. So if you can't find the right keywords, that's okay. Just make a video for a person and just keep making videos for people. You'll get there. You'll figure it out. You added colors to your old, yeah, cool, man. I can't pull you up here. Send it to me on a tweet and I'm happy to have a look. Engagement. Yeah, always go for engagement. Concentrate on look, content will always be king. How many people in here right now have seen videos with no description at all? There's like nothing in the description or just a couple links or just like, hey guys, subscribe to my channel, right? And if you've got TubeBuddy, you can see what tags they use. They've got no tags whatsoever. And by the way, for those of you who are thinking tags are going to make a difference in your channel, they're not. Tags are an afterthought. Tags should be used for clarification. YouTube has said this themselves. So if you have misspellings, if you have different ways to say things, that's what tags are for. Tags are not going to move the needle. That's not what they're for. So don't put too much weight on your tags. But how many people have seen videos, either no description or a terrible description, no tags, but they've just millions of views on a video, right? It's because they made a video that people respond to. Whatever it is, people connect to that video in a certain way that makes people watch it to the end. And that's a trigger to YouTube that says people love this video, so they're going to show it to more and more people. YouTube says, okay, forget the tags, forget the description. They made a great video. So above all else, you have to focus on making great videos for people. D, I wanted to let you know that as of last Sunday, I posted at 7 a.m. as instructed and did way better initially than my Friday vids. So going to run them for a while. Thanks for your help. Justin, man, that's great to hear. Listen, keep uploading early. You want to catch people as they're waking up and you want to ride that wave all day long. Experiment with different days. You've got the data now. And even though the data might say something a little bit different, experiment. Always upload early though. I'll put that right out there. Upload early and just experiment with the different days. And you will find some sweet spots. And I'll say this, after the quarantine's in, after life somewhat gets back to normal, people get back to work, things are going to change again. Our patterns, people's viewing patterns are going to change again because everybody's, those who are not on the streets burning cities down right now, they're inside. And that's going to change eventually. So when that happens, you're going to have to test things again and find another sweet spot. But right now, while people are still in, that's where you're at. So keep going, man. Good to hear that. Tish, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. All right, next question from the form. I actually need to close this down because it's they're getting way too many questions in here. I can't get to them all. Life with Makalia, I hope I pronounced that correctly, says, can you shout out my channel, Life with Makalia? Okay, I don't do shout outs. But I did it last week because I want to prove a point here. So give me 1 second. I'm going to pull your channel up. Oh my goodness, you're a kid. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, I can't, I'm sorry, I can't pull your channel up. I can't give you a shout out. But let me explain the thing about shout outs here. Yeah, and if you were under the age of 13, I need to ask you to kindly exit my live stream because that's not who I make content for. But if you are over the age of 13, please continue to listen. Shout outs don't work because, all right, perfect example. I don't even know what you're doing on your channel, but it's not about YouTube. It's not about mobile content creation. It's not about anything to do with your phone. So there's no connection there whatsoever, okay? No connection whatsoever. So if I told people, hey, go check out this channel, go check out sorry, I'll get your name wrong here, Makalia. Go check out Makalia. She's doing clothing hauls, right? 99.999% of the people, they're not going to be interested. They're not because that's not why they're on my channel, so they're probably not going to go check out your channel. And then if they did, you better have really good content and you better have a lot of content to keep them interested. So shout outs are generally not going to work. Now, that being said, like you got Doug Hewson here in the house, right? Doug Hewson makes great videos, not only about YouTube, but how to do things on a desktop, how to do things on a mobile phone. So I'm more than happy to tell people to go over to Doug. Check out Doug, he's got a video on this. Shelly saves the day. Shelly, I'm not sure if you're still in here, but say something if you are, so I can put your name on the screen here. Oh yeah, Eddie Garrison. I don't know if Eddie's in here, but Eddie Garrison's another one. He does, he shows people how to do stuff on their phone, right? That makes sense. I have no problem sending people over to Eddie. Eddie's a brilliant dude. I don't know if Shelly's still, there she is. Right? Shelly has amazing tutorials on her phone, especially or about phones, especially about iMovie. She's got all kinds of stuff, amazing stuff on her channel. She's got a whole second channel about how to do vertical videos, right? So that makes sense to do shout outs to Shelly. Go watch this content, go watch this video, because it makes sense with why people are watching my content. But if you're doing clothing hauls, right? Like I'm an old man. I'm legit, look at this. Look at that. I'm pushing Santa Claus right here. Right? For me to send people to a channel with like a 13-year-old girl doing clothing hauls, that just doesn't make sense. And it's kind of creepy. So we're not going to do that. We're just not going to do that. Titastic, how's it going, man? Hope you are doing well. Right there, it just worked. I just hit up Doug Hewson. Well, and here's another cool thing. Like, it makes sense to shout out. It's not even a shout out. It's just trying to help people, right? If someone comes to me and they say, I have a Mac and I'm trying to live stream with a Mac, right? Like I know to use Ecamm Live, right? I know that stuff, but I don't know the ins and outs of it. So I'm going to send them over to Doug because I know Doug works with Macs. I know he has a ton of videos on that. If somebody comes to me and says, hey, I use iMovie and I'm trying to figure out how to make, or like Shelly, like we were just talking about on Twitter about making animated GIFs. I know you have videos on that, how to make your GIFs. Hey, how do I make GIFs on my phone or my iPad? I'm going to send them over to Shelly because I don't have videos about that, and I know Shelly's video is really good. So it makes sense to send them over that way. I tell people about D all the time, but it's because it's related. Well, I did tell Shelly, I just tell people because you're awesome. So, yeah, it just makes sense, right? It makes sense to send people in the right direction. A perfect example would be, let's say you have a plumber come over, say Roger Wakefield. If you are privileged enough to have Roger Wakefield come to your house to fix your plumbing, and while Roger's there, you're like, hey, Roger, I know you're doing plumbing, but do you know anyone who hangs drywall? I wanted to either hire someone to hang drywall for me, or I want to learn how to do my own drywall. Roger's going to say, check out Paul Peck. Paul Peck hangs drywall. He's the master of hanging drywall. He's the massacre, the massacre. Holy cow. Paul Peck is the drywall massacre. Paul is the skim coat master, right? But That's how it works. That's how it all works. Paul. Yeah, exactly. And same thing, if somebody comes to me, and Dr. Sten, right? If somebody comes to me and says, hey, I'm wanting to get into wellness. I'm wanting to learn about how to beat diabetes. I want to learn how, the keto diet, keto, however you pronounce it, it doesn't matter. Like, go see Dr. Sten. He's got all the stuff. There you go. And John, same here, right? If anybody says, hey, I'm into 3D printing, I'm into making stuff, engineering, right there. So that's kind of the thing is, as you become involved in communities, it's great to learn what all of these people do because, and they do it so well, right? Like all the people I'm talking about, they're truly masters at everything that they do. And it's just great to be able to send people in the right direction. Because at the end of the day, like succeeding on YouTube comes down to this: solving people's problems, answering questions for people, entertaining people, making people laugh, making people feel emotion, right? It's about the viewer every single time. So if you can help those viewers, if you can help a single viewer, even if you can't do it on your channel, send them to somebody who can. It just, help those people who need help, even if that means a good laugh. All right, I'm getting way sidetracked, as I usually do. So, Makalia, you created a tangent there. So, but keep going. Look, I know you're young. Just keep going. Welcome to YouTube. I'm happy that you pressed record. You made your first video. So congratulations. Keep going. I can't shout you out. Next question from RT Wolf. What do you usually do when you're bored during quarantine? That's a great question. What do I do when I'm bored during quarantine? I spend a good portion of my day learning about new apps, learning about new editing techniques within the apps, trying to explore the apps to try to figure out how can I get a certain app to do a certain thing. Maybe it's not supposed to do this thing, but I want it to do that thing. How can I do that? I'm constantly looking for new apps. I'm constantly testing the apps that I have. I do that a lot when I'm bored. Of course, at the end of the night, my girlfriend and I were always watching Netflix or HBO Go or Showtime or something like that. We binge watch usually a couple episodes of something before we go to sleep. But lately, the past few days, I've been wasting my time watching the United States unravel, watching videos on that, unfortunately. But I try to be as productive as I can, but you also have to keep in mind, I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments that come in every single day, and I can get through maybe 25% of those. So I always have something to do. Next, that's a great question though. What do you do? What do you do when you're bored? For everybody who's sitting at home right now, what do you do when you're bored during the quarantine? I try to be productive. Doesn't always succeed, but I do my best. Next question from R2. Oh, got that one. I thought I clicked it. Max Thrills says, I was wondering if a YouTube channel run by kids could be monetized. And if a kid YouTube channel could do affiliate marketing, and if kid YouTube channels could do sponsors and everything with a kid involved. Well, you're going to have to define kid. If kid means under the age of 13, then the answer is no. If kid means, it depends on the age. Like you might have to get your parents involved to do anything whatsoever. If you're trying to do affiliate marketing, you're going to have to be 18 for that. If you're trying to get sponsors, you're going to have to be 18 for that, or you're going to have to get your parents involved. And if you're under the age of 13, then no, none of that. The answer is no. Emma Ela Show asked an question of, how can I best grow my channel for kids? It's almost like you guys know each other. Grow my channel for kids now that notifications, comments, and end screens are gone for all kids' channels. I don't have an answer for that. I don't have an answer for that other than make the best possible content that you can make, and hopefully people watch it. Like I said before, a great video is still going to be a great video, even if you remove comments, you remove likes, you remove all of that stuff. A great video is still going to be a great video. So focus on making a great video, or focus on a way that you can pivot out of the kids channel into something else where you don't have to worry about that. So you're either going to make better content, or you're going to have to pivot. That's what I would do. That's the only answer that I have. There's probably, you know what, Daryl Leaves is probably somebody you need to subscribe to. I know Daryl owns multiple kids channels. I know he's blown a lot of them up to over 1 million subscribers. So head over to Daryl Eves, subscribe to his channel. When he goes live, ask him what you should do for a kid's channel. Like, he's probably the best person to ask for that. And overall, Daryl's just brilliant anyway. Next question. Paul Peck Drywall Tube. Congratulations on 97,000 subscribers, Paul. That's a lot of skim coating. When are you going to have your silver play button? Where are you going to have your silver play button shipped? To Mexico or to Thailand? That's a great question. So I have about 2 more weeks before I hit 100,000, and I'm definitely not going to ship it to Mexico because that means I have to travel with it. So it's probably going to be shipped to Thailand. I'm not trying to. I have enough to travel with. I'm not trying to travel with a YouTube play button. I'm not trying to go through the airport, right? Here's the thing. You could travel all over the world with pretty much anything you want, and you don't have a problem. As soon as you land in the US, they're like ripping through your bags and looking at every little, what is this? What do you use this for? Earphones, man. TSA, man, that's a whole nother conversation. I had so many bad experiences with the TSA. So many. Next question from Nick Gaming 2.0. How to collaborate? Yeah, that's a great question. How do you collaborate? First thing you want to do is find people around the same channel size as yours. They can even be smaller channels than yours. That's fine too. But you want to find channels around the same size or a little bit smaller. And then think of an idea that the 2 people can do together, right? Now, don't think of this in terms of, I want to work with a bigger YouTuber so I can get subscribers, right? Don't even think about that. Think about, I have a channel with a certain community built around my channel. They have a channel with a certain community built around their channel. What idea can I come up with that can add value to each other's communities? I want to add value to their channel, and I want them to add value to my channel, right? Think of it as a 2-way thing, and then reach out to them, send them an email, send them a tweet, send them a DM, and tell them what your idea is. Hey, this is my channel. This is what I do. I have an idea for us to work together. And then tell them what the idea is. Don't hold your cards. Don't be worried about they're going to steal your idea. They might. I've heard some people, they send ideas out and they get turned down, and then that person ends up stealing that idea. It happens. Who cares, right? It's just an idea. There's a million more ideas to come up with. Reach out to them. Tell them exactly what you want to do, right? And if you can take on the workload, say, hey, I'm even happy to edit these, right? Like, hey, nice to meet you. This is my name. This is my channel. I think it'd be great if we could collab together. Here's my idea. Break down the idea, and then say, I would be happy to edit the videos, or I'd be happy to, make your thumbnail for it so you don't have to do much work. The less the other person has to think about it, the less the other person has to put in work. That's going to increase your chance of getting that collab. But it's important to reach out to people around the same size and around the same skill level, because you're gonna increase the chances of somebody willing to work with you. How far can I go if I'm only 14? I don't know. Until you're not any numbers anymore, until you leave this earth. Look, man, age doesn't mean anything. So you're over the age of 14, so you're good. Right? You can start making videos. You have no, that's not Mr. Beast in your thing. Kind of looks like the Mr. Beast icon. Just make videos. Make videos. Make videos. Make videos. Make videos. One after the other after the other. You're gonna get better. And what you like right now at 14, maybe you're a gamer right now at 14. Let's say you play Call of Duty. It doesn't matter. What's going to happen between 14 and 15 and 16 and 17 and 18 is you're going to get better at whatever you practice on. You might become a better gamer. You might end up being a championship gamer. Or you might start to lose interest in gaming. Or as you start to grow up and learn about different things and mature, different topics might start to interest you. And that's okay. So you've got plenty of time to be on YouTube. The important thing is you just make videos, and try to make each video like 1% better than the last one that you made. Once you get a little bit older, you're going to be jamming. You're going to be in a good spot. I can't even imagine starting YouTube at 14 years old. That's incredible, right? Starting at 14, by the time you're 18, by the time you're 19, by the time you're 20, you're going to be amazing. You're going to be an amazing communicator. Your thumbnails are going to be on point. Your editing is going to be on point if you're putting effort into it. That's the key. You got to put effort into this stuff. So age is not going to get in your way on that one. Podcast or YouTube? Both. Both. People like both things. Some people like to listen to podcasts, some people like to listen to YouTube. Why not do both? Why not have a YouTube channel that is also your podcast, right? Joe Rogan did it. I mean, obviously Joe Rogan comes with a built-in fan base, but it's the same thing. You know who I like? Oh man, what's his name? I can't believe I forgot his name. His name is, what is his name? Hold on, I'm having a thought right now. Jocko. What is that? I can't think of his last name. Jocko Willink. I can't believe I forgot his name. Jocko Willink. I love the Jocko Willink podcast, right? They have the video version, they have the podcast version. It's great, do both. Next question. Matt Troyce, who says, I have a channel consisting of wrestling and keto videos. Is it possible to use a logo from wrestling and modify it as my own? Nope, I wouldn't do it. For instance, as wrestling, they had the NWO, New World Order, but can I have the KWO, Keto World Order, and make my own logo? I mean, it depends. It depends. So the way trademark is going to work in a court of law, if they can prove that your logo is meant to cause confusion or is made to cause it, like that you're trying to steal viewership from them and confuse viewers, then you're probably going to lose that battle. If you do it as a parody, you can get away with it, but you're not doing it as a parody, you're doing it for commercial purposes. That's a tough call. That's a tough call. I would reach out to, there's a YouTube's lawyer, I would reach out to Ian Corzine on Twitter. Ian Corzine, and just ask him this question. He's an attorney. He's knee deep in the YouTube trenches trying to help YouTubers. So I would ask this question to him. Personally, I wouldn't do that, just for the potential risk. I mean, as you're starting out, or even if you have a small channel, it's not going to be a big deal. But what if your channel blows up? What if you've got 5 million or 10 million subscribers 3 years from now? Then they might take notice, right? You've got 1,000 subscribers, nobody's going to notice. You have 1 million, you have 5 million, you have 10 million subscribers. You don't know what's going to happen with your channel, right? And then they're going to take notice. They're going to say, hey, this person's making money, and that's pretty much our logo. That's where you might have a problem. So I would probably avoid that, but that's just me. I always like to play it safe. I always like to play it safe when it comes to getting sued or ending up in court, because that stuff's expensive. You know, when I was younger, the business that I owned in the U.S., we went through a couple of different legal issues, and I spent tens of thousands of dollars. I probably spent over $100,000 in legal fees over the course of a couple of businesses that I've had over stupid things, really stupid things. So, you know, what's it worth to you, right? It's a business decision at the end of the day. Next question is from Just Ants. Awesome name. Question, I want to take videos on my, what? I want to take videos of my ants during feeding time. However, ants are really small, and I'm assuming that I need a good camera. My phone is a really bad camera. Is there anything I can do about it? Yes. Okay. You're going to need a camera or a phone, like depending on your phone, you can get an inexpensive macro lens, right? So this is a wide angle lens, this one right here, and it screws right onto the case, right? The case comes with it. It screws onto the case, and it's a wide angle lens. This is a Rhino Shield. But the cool thing about Rhino Shield is their lens is a 2-in-1. So you have the wide angle lens, and then it screws apart, and now you have the macro lens. So I could film ants feeding on this. I think this thing costs maybe like, I don't know, $50 or something like that. I don't know. I haven't looked at the prices recently. But you're going to need something like that. You're going to need some sort of a magnification system. Or you can get the right lens for your camera. You're going to need a macro lens for that. And you'll be able to film ants. I love ant videos, by the way. There's a TikTok channel that I just started following where all they do is talk about ants. Fast. I hate ants. I despise ants, but I like watching them. Crumble asked this question, says, I do animations and I need some hints on what I should do. My views decreased. Okay, well, your views could have decreased because your thumbnails aren't very good, because you've picked the wrong topics to make videos about. So spend some time researching the right topics. Use TubeBuddy for that. Use Google Trends for that. Try to come up with ways to make your thumbnails more eye-catching. If your views have gone down, it's probably because the topics or the thumbnails or a combination of both. Or the videos that you're making, people just aren't watching them. So maybe your topics are on point, your thumbnails are on point, but people are clicking off pretty earlier in your video. So YouTube's like, hey, let's stop showing this out, and your video dies off. So just keep making videos and keep getting better. Those views will come back. Happens to me too. I make some videos that do really well out of the gate. I make some videos that do terrible out of the gate, but I know long-term they're gonna do well in search, because that's kind of how I arrange my channel. The Slot Freaks, who asked the next question. Boy, that's loud. I upload videos, but I haven't gone live yet. Do you feel like going live is a must? That's the first question. The answer is, I think going live is awesome. A show of hands, say yes if you go live. I know Doug goes live. Anybody else in here who is a live streamer, including gamers, if you stream live, if you game live, type in yes. I'm curious how many people are actually live streaming in here. Christina Smallhorn, how you doing? Yeah, exactly. I have had some stinkers recently. Yeah, exactly. You put the videos out, you do the best you can, you put them out, and you see what happens. Now, I will go back if I say, okay, wow, the click-through rate on this video is really bad. I'll go back and I'll change the thumbnail. I'll tweak the thumbnail until I can get a little bit of a better click-through rate on the thumbnail. Sometimes you just have stinkers, you know? No, I haven't had the nerve yet. That guy, I just did my first live yesterday, definitely doing it again. Congratulations, man. Okay, yes, I think, you ask if it's mandatory. Okay, I don't think it's mandatory for channel growth. However, I think it's mandatory in terms of just learning how to become a better communicator, and I think it's great for building community. So in that sense, I can tell you right now that going live and carrying on a conversation, being able to keep going, keep moving, and just not stop talking for however long it is. It could be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, however long you go live. Like your brain goes into overdrive. Like you're thinking of things over here, you're watching the chat over here, you're dealing with tech stuff over here. Like there's so much going on in your brain. It goes into overdrive. And by doing that, it's made me better at making videos. It doesn't take me as long now to make my videos because my brain kind of snaps into that zone and I'm able to make the videos a lot better. It just makes you a better thinker, right? You're multitasking live in front of people, and you're gonna suck at first, right? It's uncomfortable, it's awkward, everything's gonna feel like it's wrong. But the more you do it, it's like riding a bike, right? Everything else. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. And you'll get to the point to where it doesn't even concern, it's like, hey, camera's on, chat's blowing up. If I got a tech problem, I'm not even worried about it. I know how to fix it. And you just do your thing. So yeah, I think you should be live streaming. It's going to make you a better creator. It's going to make you a better communicator. And it's going to be better at community building, right? People love to interact with people on channels. Lives are fun. Lives are a lot of fun. Second part to your question. You said, I know it helps connect with your subscribers, but does it also help push you out in the YouTube algorithm if you do? Yeah, don't think of it as like, hey, I'm going to go live so I can get pushed out into YouTube. Don't think of it that way. I would look at it like this. There's really two ways to approach lives. You can approach a live stream as community building, right? Or just a Q&A, just like, hey, just gonna hang out with you guys. Let's hang out and talk and ask each other questions and have a good time. That's one way to go live. That's how I go live. That's the way I choose to go live. Another way to go live is to go live in a more structured manner and structure that live stream like you would a video. So start your live stream, and you have a couple options here, and I'll explain both. You could start your live stream by hanging out. Like, all right, guys, here's what we're gonna do. Thanks for joining. We're gonna let people get in here. I'm gonna do like a Q&A for the first 15 minutes or the first 10 minutes. I'm gonna hang out with you guys, kind of get in the zone, get prepared for it, then let them know, okay, we're gonna start the live streaming now in 5 minutes or whatever, and then start your live streaming. And then carry on for the next 5, 10, or 15 minutes, however long you're gonna do your live stream. Treat it as a video. Treat it as a training session of sorts. And then when that's over, you can go back to answering questions. Then after the video processes, you can go back to YouTube. You can use YouTube's built-in editor and you can trim off the beginning, you can trim off the end, and then what's left is an actual video. All right, you have your live training video, now it's an actual video. You have your hook at the beginning, you do everything just like you would an actual video, and now you've got it in video format. So go back in, tweak the title, tweak your SEO in the description, make a better thumbnail if you have to, and now you have a video. Because once you've done this, now you've got replay value. So now you have an opportunity for people to actually come back and find you through search and through other ways and watch it as a video. So that's one thing that you can do. Next question, I also noticed some channels delete their lives after. Does that still count towards watch time? No, you're gonna lose that if you delete your stream. Yeah, live streaming, yeah, live stream. You do it for the community part, or you can do it for making videos that are good for replay. Choice is yours, or do a mix of both. If you wanna see somebody do that really well, with Benji Travis and Sean Cannell, they do live streams, and when they do it, they'll do the same thing. They do they hang out at the beginning, they hang out at the end, but they do a very structured show in the middle, and then after a day or two, they come back in and they trim off the beginning and the end, and they're left with a video that gets replays, because it's a video at that point. Any recommendations for thumbnails? App recommend? Yeah, PixArt, Pixelab, Snapseed. Those are probably my favorite. You've also got Canva. You've got Placeit, Thumbnail Maker. Well, I think a combination between like Snapseed or Lightroom, PixArt, and Pixelab. I think those are pretty solid. All right, next question. Next question comes from Angelo Jean, who says, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I was wondering, is it possible to live stream and record not so high-end games with a potato laptop? Probably not. Okay, you gave me your specs on here. So based on your specs, I would say this, because I don't know what game you're playing, so I don't know how resource intensive it is. I would say test it and see. Test it and see what works with your computer. You might find that you can't do it, or you might find that you can. If so, what live streaming software do I use? I tried OBS and Streamlabs to record games, but they always look so choppy, even after looking up and applying, low-end PC settings. Okay, well, it could be choppy for a couple of things, and I don't know if that's the recorded version, but it could be because your upload speed for your internet sucks, right? A lot of people think of internet speed for streaming, and they just look at the download speed. Here, you know what? I'll show you this right now. Let's, this is what you do. I'm gonna share my screen really quick. Let me get rid of this. Share the screen. And then we are going to go to speed test. So this is a website, and they also have an app called speedtest.net. And what you do is you come in here, and you can change the server over on this side. So I can, so I'm in Mexico, but I can go to the US. So let's just change it to Los Angeles. And I'm just gonna randomly grab one in LA. You can experiment and see there. I like to test out a handful of different Angeles. They usually have Frontier. Frontier is usually a good one. Let's do, let's just do AT&T. So we're going to connect to AT&T in LA. And I like to test to a couple different places. But once you set your server, or you can just do it locally, hit go. And then it's going to do a speed test. Now I'm connected Wi-Fi, so this is going to be slower than if I were plugged in with a router. Right? So connecting to this server, I'm at 200 megabits per second download, give or take, right? But download doesn't help you with streaming. Download is for watching movies. Download is you're watching Netflix or watching YouTube videos. What you're looking for is your upload speed, because you're sending data up. You're sending data up into the internet. So you want the fastest upload that you can possibly get. This is the important one, right? So my upload speed connected to this server is about 95, okay? I'm gonna just change my server and just do like a random server close to me. How do I start this over? Give me 1 second. Speed test net. Okay, I'm gonna run more time. I'm actually curious myself. So I'm running Wi-Fi right now. So you see I'm going to a local server, and now my speed jumped up to 300 download, right? 300 download, and upload's going to be, and you also want to look at your ping. You want this ping number to be as small as possible. That's how long it takes to actually connect to the server. So my upload's about the same, give or take. So it doesn't really matter what I'm doing. My upload's about the same, but I get about 100 more download by connecting to a local server. So this is what you want to do to figure out if you have good upload speed or not. 103 upload. All right, well, there you go. But that's a great way to figure out what your actual speed is. So if it's choppy, that's one reason it could be choppy. If you're actually doing it on the streaming side, if you're recording it and it's choppy, it means that your computer just can't take it. You need a better computer. Yeah, Mike, that is La Paz, Mexico. That's our fiber optic connection here in Mexico, and that's on Wi-Fi, by the way. That's Wi-Fi. I'm sitting about 10 feet from the router, and that's Wi-Fi. If I plug in, it'll probably be even a lot faster. Hey, Matt, thanks for the super chat, man. Thanks for your answer. What if I made my own logo? Can I use Keto World Order? Keto World Order. Yeah, I mean, the thing is you don't want it to look like you are causing confusion for them. You don't want anybody to look at your logo and say, wow, they just straight up ripped off the other logo, right? That's not what you want. But, you know, like your name is different. I wouldn't make a logo that looks any way, shape, or form look like theirs just to play it safe. But that's me. Some people take risks and they get away with it, right? But I've been to court before. I've spent legal fees before. I've had to hire attorneys for other businesses. I've straight up wasted money on stuff like that. So now I'm always going to play it safe. But I would say, you know, in terms of you've got your own name, and if the logo looks different, I don't see a problem with that. Just to be safe, I would always run things past an attorney. You know, send a tweet to Ian, maybe hop in on one of his live streams, give him a super chat, ask him. He's a lawyer, right? He's going to be able to tell you better than I can. I'm always going to play it safe. I don't know how to do whiteboard animation. Somebody was just asking. Wow. Yeah, wow's right. Yeah, well, here's the thing, Mike. If you do not have fiber internet in Mexico, the internet's atrocious. It's terrible. It's beyond terrible. But if you have fiber, it's blazing. It's blazing fast and it's solid. So what I'm streaming with, I'm using StreamYard, and it's streaming up at 720p. If I were streaming on OBS or Streamlabs or vMix right now, I would have no problem streaming at like 1080p, probably 4K at 60 frames per second. So, how to do After Effects in Android? You want to use an app called Alight Motion. Alight Motion is probably the closest thing to After Effects in Android. It comes with a learning curve. It's not that easy to figure out, but it does a lot of cool stuff. All right, next question. Oh yeah, the gamer, you're saying it records nicely with 30 frames per second. Yeah, so if you're gaming, you should be gaming at 60 frames per second if your phone or if your device will handle it. It's going to give you smoother gameplay at 60 frames per second. 30 frames per second, I mean, that's all you got. That's what you have to work with. Run with that, but you're losing half of the frames, so your footage is not going to be as smooth. So I would consider streaming at 720p at 60 frames per second. I would try that. Forget going out at 1080p. Bring it down to 720p, 60 frames per second, and see if you can do that. Same for a phone. Next question, Wanted Gaming, who says, so when I try to find a keyword in TubeBuddy, I get a really good search result, but the competition is low, and there's over 1 million videos. There's over 1 million videos and really good optimization score. Should I use it? Scores are around 75 to 85% as well. What you want? Okay, you want to look at. Well, let's pull it up here. Let me pull one up. Let's get on the. Let's check out the Keyword Explorer in TubeBuddy. Let's have some fun here. Share my screen. Let's do it. All right, so this is the TubeBuddy Keyword Explorer. So we're just going to put some random stuff in here. Let's just look at Android screen recorder with sound. Right, now these are all the recommendations here as well. These are things that people are searching for, but I'm just going to try this and I'm going to hit Explore. And what you're going to see is an overall score. And if you're using the free version, you're going to see unweighted. That means that it's just general data. However, if you're using the paid version, you're going to see weighted. That means that it's data specific to your channel. Now I see right here at the bottom, let me see if I can doodle on this. I can. Search volume is poor. So I'm probably not going to go for this, right? Even though my competition and my optimization strength are good, not many people are searching for this, so I probably don't think it's a good idea. Now down here, this is the top video that's actually getting ranked for that. It only has 476 views, but I'm still not going to go for that. What I might do is I might come over here to video searches. And these are more related searches that are similar. And I might start searching on these. Let's see. Let's try best Android screen recorder with sound. Fair. Competition down. Search volume's up a little bit higher. Best screen recorder with internal sound. Fair. So I'm not hitting on any of these right now. And you also have web searches over here. Nothing's being found. But let's do this. Let's do best screen recorder for Android. And this is kind of like figuring out a puzzle. And I'm just not hitting on any of these right now. But search volume, look at that. Search volume definitely went up on this one. Right? But I still don't have a very good score on this. So I probably would not go with this. But what if I come over here, best screen recorder for Android 2020? See, I'm getting hammered on these right now. So I would, unless I could find something that gives me a better ranking, I'm getting a little bit better. Best screen recorder for a gaming channel. Let's see here. Android screen recorder. No watermark. Let's trying it out. Fair again. So right now is probably not the best time for me to try to do a Android screen recorder video unless I can unless I can find the right combination to get a good keyword here. So this is what I want you to look at. To get back to your question here, look at the search volume, look at competition, and look at optimization strength. And you can also look and see what's going on down here. You want to look at all of this when choosing the right score. Now, all of that being said, all this is TubeBuddy, excuse me, this is TubeBuddy finding an opportunity for you to make a video. Excuse me. Right? This is TubeBuddy just finding an opportunity to make a video. And I'm going to keep tweaking that. I'm going to keep tweaking that. I'm going to keep tweaking that until it recommends, in the 90s. Right? Everything's in the 90s, high search volume. However, this is just the opportunity. That doesn't mean that you are going to rank for this stuff. You might have a great opportunity to rank, but you might blow it with your thumbnail. Or you might blow it with your video and people aren't really watching your video very long. So poor click-through rate, poor view duration, and that kills the video. A lot of people say, I used TubeBuddy. I had great rankings in TubeBuddy, but my video sucked. This doesn't work. It's a ripoff. TubeBuddy found the opportunity. You screwed it up with a bad thumbnail, or you screwed it up with a bad video. I'm losing my voice. Hey, James, how you doing, man? Now, it can take some time. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of trying to work on that and try to find the right things. Let's screen share again. Hold on. Let me go back here. Now, the funny thing is about this is my channel usually does well for screen recording, but right now it doesn't. So let's just try something simple. Video Leap. Look at that. So what TubeBuddy's telling me right now, that a single word, and maybe this is worth me making a video on, a single word, now I've got excellent, right? Excellent. Excellent. Look at that. Search volume on point. Competition on point. Optimization on point. Here's the lowest video that's ranking for that. Here's what my channel average is for this particular thing, but I think I could go for this. I think I could get this. But there's other recommendations here as well. Video Leap intros, fair, right? Video Leap intro tutorial, good, right? This is where research comes in. A lot of people are, you're just throwing videos up without doing research. Sometimes it can take a long time to do research. You know, sometimes I spend hours trying to find the right video title and hours making the right thumbnail. And sometimes it still doesn't do well because my video isn't that good. Also keep in mind that you're making videos for humans. Sometimes you have to just look at the data and say, okay, the data says this is not a good idea, but if the search volume is still high, I might make that video anyway because I might, like, you know your channel. After you've been doing it for a while, you kind of get an idea of what's going to work on your channel. So even though all those numbers said that screen recording is not a good topic for me right now, I would probably still make that video because historically those videos have done really well and they continue to drive huge amounts of views to my channel. Hey, Paula, how's it going? So sometimes you have to step back and you know, I always go to data first. Data's all, you know, data doesn't lie. I go there first. But sometimes you also have to go with the fact that you're trying to get the interest of humans. So sometimes I have to step back and say, okay, I'm going to make this one for people. Not making it for the algorithm, I'm making it for people. And that's always the best thing, right? Always make it for people. But if you can get the right keywords in the title while making it for people, that's where the double win is. Next question from Rav Reactions. Why isn't my channel growing? I can do a quick search right here and just say, your channel is not growing because you have 2 videos. You have 2 videos, you've been on YouTube for 1 week. That's why your channel's not growing. Go make 100 videos. Make 100 videos and come back and talk to me. Also, you have not uploaded custom thumbnails. It's just screen grabs from your videos. So nobody's going to click on your video. Nobody's going to click on your thumbnails. Your titles are not on point. Your thumbnails are not on point. You need to verify your channels. You can add custom thumbnails and go make 100 videos. What you're going to learn between the 2 videos that you have live right now versus that 100 videos, the journey that you're going to go on, the things that you're going to learn, how to make better thumbnails, how to be a better editor, how to be a better communicator, what works in your channel, what doesn't work in your channel, the education that you're going to get between video number 2 and video 100 is going to be enormous. So go make those videos. And as always, ask yourself this question. And this is a question that everybody needs to ask themselves, especially, look, if you're just getting started, if you are having trouble getting momentum going on your channel, you're not growing, pause and ask yourself, why would anyone want to watch my videos? Why would anyone care enough to watch my videos? What value am I giving to someone that would make them want to watch my video? And until you can answer that and until you can implement that answer into your content, you need to think long and hard about how you can provide value to people. You're just like, hey, watch me play a game. Okay, I can watch anybody play a game. Why should I watch you play a game? Are you incredibly entertaining? Are you a great gamer? Are you teaching me something? Right? Watch me react to something, right? Like that was a reaction video that I just pulled up. They asked, that's right here. You watch him because he's dead sexy. A reaction video, right? Watch me react to this thing. Okay, well, you better be really funny. Your reactions better be epic if I'm going to watch you react to something, because everybody's making reaction videos. Whatever it is, bring value, right? Why should people watch your videos in the first place? Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, Paula. So I'm curious, for those of you who are in the chat right now, tell me in one sentence, tell me why anyone should watch your videos. Why should someone watch your video? Type it in the chat right now. One sentence, tell me why someone should watch your videos. I'm curious to see how many of you can actually write that. I bet half of you can't. I bet half of you in the chat right now, you're not able to tell me why someone should watch your videos. I hope I'm wrong. Show me that I'm wrong. While you guys are writing why someone should watch you, I'm going to go to the next question. And I'm going to come back to your answers in the chat. I'm going to start pulling them up on screen. One Plays MC says, how can I improve likes on a video? Look, forget about likes. Likes are not going to move the needle for you. Focus on making great videos. Focus on making great thumbnails and choosing the right topics. You do that, likes are going to come. If you want to remind them, put a little graphic on the screen. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, hit a like. Say it verbally. But don't focus on likes, right? That's focusing on the wrong thing. 100% laser focus on making videos that people watch. They watch longer videos, right? Which means you got to be good at editing, good at communicating, good at putting your skills out on video. And two, making thumbnails that people click on and choosing topics that people are interested in. Focus on those. Forget about likes. Forget about tags. That stuff will come. You put the other things in place, everything else comes, right? You nail a good video with a good thumbnail, it's got a great topic, likes are going to come, comments are going to come, subscribers are going to come. Everything falls into place when you hit those other things. Without question, everything falls into place. And anyone who's had any success whatsoever on YouTube knows exactly what I'm talking about, right? Good thumbnail, good video, good topic, all the other stuff falls into place. It will save their life. They will live a longer and healthier life. Boom, right there. Look at that. Like that's an amazing value, right? If I watch Dr. Stin's videos, it might save my life. I'm going to live a longer, healthier life by watching his videos. How can you not watch videos that do that? Right? Help those in their weight loss journey. Okay. My value is helping mobile gamers take their game to the next level and get better. Right there. I want my videos to be about adventure. Make them about adventure then. Be a problem solver, yep. Because I make nice quality gaming content. Okay, well that's not enough, Mike. I'm glad that you have an answer, but dig a little bit deeper. Why do you have quality gaming content? Are you a great gamer? Are you a competitive level gamer? Are you incredibly entertaining? Do people love hanging out with you because you're charismatic and they want to hang out with you during a live stream? Are you teaching them how to beat the game or figure something out or how to get certain weapons or beat certain characters? Like, what is it specifically about quality gaming that you're doing to stand out? Like, that's the thing. Everybody's doing quality gaming. Every gamer in here thinks they're making quality games. Be specific. Drill down a little bit deeper because you're doing more than that. And if you're not doing more than that, that's why you're not growing. You got to figure out a way to connect to your audience. Because Thai-tastic is fantastic. Yeah, Thailand's awesome. To be entertained. Inspiration to lose weight, right? That's great. I'm going to keep going through some of these here. I love Dr. Stan's. It's so good. Because I give my honest opinion on tech and I do my best to answer tech-related questions. Okay, James, that's solid, right? That's solid. But I feel a lot of tech YouTubers are struggling to grow because they're too broad. I think they're too broad. They're trying to cover too many things, competing with too many enormous channels. If I were to start a tech channel, I would 100% focus on one particular item of tech. Doesn't mean I have to stay in there forever, but I would focus specifically. Okay, let's say this. If I lived in the United States, which I don't, but if I did, and I wanted to start a tech channel, I would start a tech channel based around smart homes. Every single thing that you need for a smart home security, how to set, I would want top to bottom, inside and out, A to Z, my channel would be for people who want to learn how to set up a smart home. Like that's the approach that I would have. One, it's very niche specific. Two, it's great for affiliate sales. It's great for possible sponsorships, great money-making opportunity, great for ad or your CPM. And additionally, it's like, that's only gonna grow. That's a market that's growing. It's only gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So I would approach it that way. Like a tech channel, I think if you're not focused on a tech channel, I think you're gonna have really slow growth. Make great videos, right? How to get viewers as fast as I can? You make the best videos that people have no choice. Thumbnails that people have to click on and videos that people want to watch to the end and they want to share. If people don't want to share your videos, right? You want to grow fast? Great topics, great thumbnails, great videos. There's no other shortcut. There's not a button. I wish I had a button. Well, there's kind of a button right here. Where's it at? This, nope. This is kind of a button right here. Hey, Mike, how you doing, my man? Hope you're doing well. Help you pursue and preserve your financial freedom sooner than later. I love that, Bill. That's solid. I love it. And I just want to make a note here. So look at Bill. Look at his name, look at his value proposition, and look at his profile picture. Everything that I see right here with Bill makes me believe that I could listen to Bill, right? Now, I'm always in a t-shirt, I'm always with a hat. I like to keep things very casual. This is not the look you necessarily want when you're giving people financial advice. But look at Bill. Bill's wearing a suit, tie, clean cut, clean background, great name. He's got his name out there and he knows exactly what value to put out there for people to watch his videos. Like check, 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 check. Those are things you got to be mindful of. Yeah, love it, Bill. Hold on here. How do gamers record themselves and play games at the same time? Most gamers will use software like OBS or Streamlabs, Slobs, or they use a app like DU Recorder or Mobizen Live or something like that, so you can gameplay and stream at the same time. All right, next, Esteban. Yes, you can go to the restroom. You know what? We'll just hang out and wait, Esteban. We'll wait for you to come back. So, give you your little hall pass and go out to the restroom. Oh, that's great. All right, next question. Games God says, I was on 1.1 subscribers until last Monday, but I woke up guys, you got to see this. I got to share my screen. We've got another question here. So you have to see this. Look at this. I was on 1.1, right, 1,100 subs last week, but on Monday I woke up to 333 subs. What is this? Now, for those of you who have been part of my channel for a while, you can probably make that answer. You can probably answer right now why this is. I'm curious. Why do you think? Let's see who asked that. And Doug is excluded because I know Doug's going to nail this one. Why do you think they lost so many subscribers virtually overnight? Why do you think that is? I'm curious. Why do you think they lost? It's school time. Why do you think they lost that many subscribers virtually overnight? Dr. Stan nailed it. Because they were either purchasing subscribers or they were doing sub for sub. Probably sub for sub. Gaming channel probably doing sub for sub. Reason being, remember at the beginning of this stream, I said a lot of sub for sub accounts, when they're spamming in comments, when they're saying, hey, subscribe to my channel. You know what? Let me show you this. Let me show you this. I'm going to show you, give me 1 second here. YouTube Studio. I'm going into my YouTube Studio here, so give me 1 moment. Okay, I'm going to show you what happens. So those of you who are spamming, those of you who are scamming, those of you who are doing sub for sub comments, let me show you how this works. And I'm going to remove the banner. Give me 1 second here. All right, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going into my comments right now. Chrome tab, channel comments. Okay, here we go. So now you have your published comments over here. You have held for review. These are ones that are on the fence. And you have likely spam. So the ones that end up here, held for review, or likely spam, this is how you get reported. And we're going to report some. So this person right here, I don't know why it got loaded in here, new subscriber. You're good. Thank you for subscribing. I'm going to come back and I'll answer. I'll give you a thanks later. This one, right? Lisa John, I'm just putting you guys on blast right now. Hey, friend, I strongly recommend Frank Hacker 675 on Instagram. You don't doubt him. He's a legit hacker. Guess what? Report spam or abuse. I just reported you. So Here's what happens. As you report people, if enough people report you, you're going to get your channel deleted. And the way they delete channels is they do what's called a purge, right? You've seen the movie, you've seen America right now, you see what's happening on the streets. They do what's called a purge. All these spam channels, everybody who's been reported multiple times, YouTube deletes their channel overnight. Like Thanos, snapping the finger, the channels are gone overnight. That's why you went from 1,100 subscribers to 333 subscribers. And a button click or a snap of the finger is because you've subbed with a bunch of people who got their channels deleted. So we're just going to go through these. We're going to, okay, thank you. You're good. Thank you. So iPhone is crediting, but you have to be software. Okay, you're good. Yeah, I don't know why some of these get caught in here. Thanks for the information. I didn't know about sub for sub. By the way, I have a video about sub for sub. Go watch that video. I break it down in more detail. So this person, good. I'm keeping you. Thanks a lot. Should I do it? Okay, that's a good one. See, this is YouTube. Sometimes they're filtering the wrong things. Subscribe. Okay, here we go. Subscribe to my channel where I'm going to the toilet and I'm not coming back. Now, here's what I usually do. If you just ask me to subscribe to your channel, I report you for that, unless you do it multiple times. If you just do it once, I delete you. If you do it more than once, I start reporting you for spam under every video. Please subscribe to my channel. Nope. Okay, this guy, Eric and Lectures, right? Sub for sub. Yeah, he only did 2. I'm going to give him a pass, so I'm just going to delete him. Hey, I started a YouTube channel if anyone wants to sub. Not interested in that. All right, keep going for the... All right, these always get reported because I think it's ridiculous. Here we go. You like this comment, you get 2 views for your channel. Every like, 2 likes, someone has to sub my account. And by the way, if you do that, I will sub your channel. Guess what? Spammer, gone. Be gone with you. I need help, please sub me. Nope, gone. Subscribe. So this is kind of what I do. I look for people who are abusing the comments, and I'll wipe them out. I'll report them. But as you see, YouTube is clearly marking a lot of these incorrectly. And this is time consuming to actually go through and see, this is the wrong approach too, right? Hey, I'm truly a fan and I love your video. It's fun watching your video. Keep going. Hope we can be permanent friends. That's his way of saying, can you subscribe to me? Now, I'm not going to report him for that, but then he comes back and says, would you mind helping me out? So I'm going to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. So I'm going to approve this, but if he keeps coming back saying, let's be friends, let's do this sort of thing, I'm going to start reporting him for spam. Held for review. Go over these. I delete stuff like 2, right? Like, I don't want to see this. 3 minutes in, and that crap is 3 seconds. Guess what? You're gone. I don't need you in my community. Get lost. You don't need to be dropping obscenities on my comments. You're not welcome. Yeah, a lot of these are just people saying new. So I have to come in and approve a lot of these things. Can I have a shout out? Nope, you're going to get deleted. Yeah, you know what? Follow me on my socials. This is just blatant spam right here. Blatant spam, reported, gone. So, yeah, as you can see, I got a lot to catch up on here. So that's kind of handle my comments. So this is why the purge happens. So all the people that I reported, lots of other people probably reported them as well. So when YouTube sees multiple reports of spam coming in, when the next purge comes, they're probably going to get deleted. So that's why. There you go. The purge. That's right. The purge. Wow, what happened to bringing value to gain true subs? Yeah, people just want, people want shout outs. People want a button. People just, hey, Pam, how's it going? Pam, I just want to let you know we killed, by mistake, almost every plant in our last Airbnb. They were all dying, and we did our best to keep them alive, but almost all of them just completely died. Sorry. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you make good videos, you make a lot of videos, you consistently upload, you got to put in the time, put in months, put in years if you have to. Sometimes it takes people years and years to grow a channel, right? You have to love the process of making videos. If you're just chasing numbers, that number is just going to get bigger. Help me get to 100 subscribers. Okay, well, now you're at 100. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, now you're at 1,000. Help me get to 5,000 subscribers. Okay, now you're at 5,000. Help me get to 10,000. When you chase numbers, numbers just add zeros to them. Just another zero, another zero, another zero. It never ends. Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with, building a community. Get to know people. Fall in love with creating valuable content for people. You want to grow? That's how you grow. That's exactly how you grow. Hey, welcome to the first live stream. I am live, answering your questions. Unfortunately, we're not taking any more from the form down below because it's packed. Okay, hello, sir. Do you use your mobile phone to do this video? This is a live stream. We're live, and I am using an iPhone 11 Pro right now as my camera. I'm using an app called IV Cam. I'm going to post the name right here, IV Cam. Oh, hey, thank you so much. Just sent you $5 coffee. Thank you. So down below, I have multiple ways to support the channel. You can become a subscriber. You can share this out. You can buy me a coffee, which they just did. Thank you so much for that. You can leave a super chat. You can buy merch. There's a lot of different ways to support the channel. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. This is my first time seeing you live as well. Yeah, I normally don't go into my comments and put people on blast, but since the topic is there, here's the thing. There's so many people coming onto YouTube. Hey, Deo, how you doing? There's so many people coming onto YouTube who don't understand how it works, and they're trying to make shortcuts. They're trying to make shortcuts sub for sub. They're trying to do things that are going to get them in trouble later on and get their channel deleted. And I'm trying to educate as many people as I can to stop them from doing that and get them to focus on the things that matter. Stop worrying about don't worry about your subscriber count. Worry about making good videos. Worry about helping people solve their problems. Worry about entertaining people. Make people laugh, get emotion out of people, educate people, right? And have answers to their questions. Like that's how you're gonna get somewhere. And you can do that as a gamer, right? You're entertaining. Make people laugh, teach them something, make people cry, whatever, it's all the same. Doing great. Yeah, man, I'm doing great. All right, next question. And by the way, congratulations to those of you who wrote down it was either the purge or bots or spam or sub for sub, because you're all correct. Next question comes from MadNX, who says, when tagging a video, which of the following would be better? This is just an example. Mobile editing or mobile and editing? Should a phrase be grouped or separated? All of the above. But here's the thing. Don't think of tagging as something that's going to move the needle for you. It's like, hey, I got my tags together. This video is going to explode. Think of tags in terms of clarification, right? So let me pull one of my videos up here. Give me 1 second. And let me explain a little bit about how I do my videos, how I do my tags. Now, some people don't use tags at all, and they still have huge videos. Some people don't use all their tags. Some people use 20 tags or 30 tags. Some people, everybody has their own technique, but the goal of the tags would be to clarify. The whole idea of your description and your title and your tags is to tell YouTube what your video is about so they can put your video in front of the right audience. Right? Because people beyond your subscribers, it's not only your subscribers who are seeing your videos. In fact, if you go look at who's watching your videos, it's probably going to be the majority of the viewers are not subscribers in many cases. If your channel is growing, you're probably going to see that there's more non-subscribers watching your videos in most cases than subscribers. Or you might be even, right? But in most cases, you're going to see that that's backwards. And it's because YouTube is showing your videos to more people, which is good because you're growing, you're bringing in more people, your channel's growing, right? Tags help clarify, just like your descriptions help clarify what's going on in the video, so YouTube puts your videos in front of the right people, those people who are not subscribed to your channel. Dr. Sten, who you've seen me pull up here. Hey, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Any tips for planning out great content in a short time? Yes, 1 second. So Dr. Sten, I don't know if he's still in here or not, but he had a really difficult time growing at first because YouTube. Okay, Dr. Sten made a video, and Dr. Sten, correct me if I get this wrong, but he made a video that had something to do with 50 Cent or rap or something like that. YouTube thought his channel was about rap music. So for the and it's not, his channel is about health and wellness. There he is. So for the longest time, YouTube thought his channel was about rap music, and it was putting his videos in front of the wrong audience. Dr. Sten would upload a new video. YouTube says, okay, well, we thought that his channel is about rap music. We're going to put it in front of rap people. And guess who didn't respond to Dr. Sten's health and wellness videos? People looking for rap. Then something clicked somewhere. YouTube finally, because he uploaded enough videos, YouTube finally said, oh, you're about health and wellness. Then they started putting Dr. Sten's health and wellness videos in front of people who are looking for health and wellness videos. And guess what happened? Dr. Sten, where's he at? I haven't even looked in a while, man. He's on fire every time I look at him. So let me see here. Hold on. Let's go to Dr. Sten. Dr. Sten, let's see here. I love seeing his growth. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. Oh, and I just realized I'm not sharing my screen. So check this out. So he went from a channel that was struggling to grow because YouTube was putting his videos in front of the wrong audience, and now look at him. Look at this. He's creeping on 500,000 subscribers, 442,000 subscribers. He's creeping on 500,000 subscribers. He'll probably be at 1 million subscribers probably in under a year. And I'm just so excited for you for doing that. But look at this, 2 days ago, 72,000 views. I gotta mark on this. Look at this. Look at this, 2 days ago. Oops, wrong one. I'm dropping the ball here. Okay, here it is. Stop, hold on. There we go. 2 days ago, 72,000 views. 6 days ago, 118,000 views. 1 week ago, 73. Look at these view counts. Look at these, right? Video after video after video. Now, to be fair, Dr. Sten has spent a ton of time doing all the right things. Channel art, check. Thumbnails, check. Topics, check. And I bet if you come into his description, right, it looks great, right? Quality is on point. His audio is on point. His description is on point, right? He's got all the links in here. He's linking out to playlists. He's linking out to videos. Tons of text in here to help tell YouTube what his channel's about, what the video's about. He's got a pinned comment, watch this next video, linking out to a playlist, right? He's doing all of these things. Where's he ranking on these? Right? Currently, he's ranking foods that can kill you, number 10. That's awesome. Killer foods, number 9. Now, this is going to change over time, and he might see something a little bit different because TubeBuddy's going to evaluate this stuff a little bit differently based on who's looking at it. But still, he's ranking for this, 72,000 views in 2 days. Dr. Sten is doing all this stuff. He's doing all the things. That's why he's growing. But for the longest time, he didn't. He wasn't doing all the things. Hold on here. So Bryce, I'm going to get to you in 1 second here, and then I'm going to come back to Dr. Sten. Hold on. Bryce says, any tips for planning out great content in a short amount of time? Okay, so the first thing I recommend you to do is, and I don't know where you're starting. I don't know if you're just getting started, or I don't know if you have an existing channel and you're trying to pivot or something. I don't know where you're at. But think in terms of long-term strategy. Think in terms of content library. Think in terms of your entire library. What's it going to be about? Can you reference your videos to other videos? Using Dr. Sten as an example, his entire channel is about health and wellness. That's his entire channel. How to be healthier, how to live longer, how to eat healthier, right? Everything, his entire content library is about how to be healthy. So it's easy for him to link from one video to the next video, to the next video, to the next video. So my strategy would be think about getting someone to watch multiple videos at the same time. How can you get someone to binge watch your content? And the first thing you do is you have to find the right topics that people are interested in. Then you make the first video, and then you make the second video, and you make the third video, and the fourth video, and the fifth video, and you use all the things that we talk about. You use the card, you use the end screen, you use the pinned comment, you use links in your description, right? You use all the tools that are available to you to link out to all videos that are relevant to the one that you make. And if you have an entire channel that's relevant to that, then you can link out to tons of different videos and all of that stuff. Now, if you've just got a couple of videos, you're not going to see it move the needle right away. But as you scale out your content library, you're going to start to see massive growth as you know, if you've got one channel that catches on and starts getting growth, and you've got cards and end screens and pinned comments and links in your description, and they all link out to relevant videos, you're going to see a lift in all of these videos. And then this video might catch on, and that's linked out to some other videos, and then you're going to see a rise in those videos. So that's what you want to focus on, interconnecting your entire content library. So that's the first thing I would tell you to do. In terms of planning it out, you can use TubeBuddy's keyword research tool. You can use Google Trends. You can use keywords everywhere. There's a lot of different ways to do this. I was looking at Google Trends a little bit earlier, showing you how you can look for different keywords and different variations and plural versus singular to see which one's more popular. But use the tools that you have to find topics that people are interested in. And we're going to go back into Google Trends for one moment because I don't know if you were in here for that. But before I do that, I just want to say here, hold on. Swedish Meatballs and PewDiePie did a video on Swedish Meatballs. That's what they confused you for? For some reason, I was thinking it was hip hop. Oh my God. Hold on here. I'm going through the comments here. The channel does get much search. Yeah, I would think, I mean, you're obviously getting tons of, you're getting recommended traffic is probably really high right now, I'm guessing, Dr. Stin. I'm guessing your recommended traffic source is pretty high. Curious to know. And you're probably dominating in search as well. Let's see here. Super chat, man. Thank you. I wish to purchase your beard, first installment. All right. First, you got dibs on it, man. Oh, you do not get search. Oh, interesting. Well, you know what though? Like, I bet you have some videos that get search, and then some videos are just dominating and recommended possibly, probably based on how your titles are put together. But the crazy thing is, you might end up getting search. Like, you're on fire, man. Like, there's nothing to say that like 6 months from now or a year from now that some of these, or tomorrow, some of your videos might just get a huge lift in search. Your channel fascinates me. You know, the whole story of how it was and what it's growing into. So I'm real curious to see 6 months from now or a year from now how your traffic sources have changed based on the type of content that you're making. So I'm going to go back over here to Google Trends for a second. Back into Google Trends, and I'm going to share my screen. Now, this is for people who were not here when I was talking about Google Trends a little bit earlier, and I'm just going to explain how you can get value out of this. So, first of all, I don't know where you're at in the world. So you can search by region, you can search by state. So if you're in the US and you're targeting mostly a US base, you want to search in the US. If you're in India, you're searching people speaking your language there, or if you're in Malaysia or whatever, and you're trying to target, wherever you're trying to target, make sure that you're choosing the correct countries if you're using Google Trends, because that matters. Or you can just search worldwide. So yeah, give me a topic. Let's pull up a topic here. Hello D, why is dad? How do I growing fast despite having weak thumbnails, sometimes empty descriptions and tags? Great question, and we're going to come back to Google Trends. No, you know what? I'm not going to pull that channel up. Let's just talk about that channel for a second. Dad, how do I? Last I looked, I think he was at 2 million subscribers, and he has a handful of videos. Thumbnails aren't really that good, but it goes back to what I said at the beginning of this video. Content is king. The video is king, right? He connected with an audience, like really connected with an audience. But here's how it started. He had, like when I first, the day someone noticed him on Reddit, like the Reddit post happened and I noticed it a couple hours later. And when I looked, he had 17,000 subscribers. I don't know where he started, but I know a couple of hours after it was posted on Reddit, he had around 17,000 subscribers. I came back and I looked a few hours later and he had 1 million subscribers. Now he's over 2 million subscribers. So what happened is he got mentioned on Reddit and it turned into a huge, huge thread. And everybody went over to sub, right? Then he got picked up by, I think, more than one news network, and they showcased his channel on television. And the reason why this connected with so many people is, one, it's kind of a hero story. Number one, here's a guy who grew up without a father, and he decided to make a channel to teach other people who also grew up without a father how to do things, right? Dad, how do I unclog my toilet, right? Like that. the story is something so many people can relate with. So many people, so many kids, so many adults grew up without a father, right? And so that connection right out of the gate is something that everybody can relate to. If you grew up without a father, or maybe you know have friends that grew up without a father, or maybe you had a father but they just didn't teach you anything, right? You don't know how to do anything because nobody taught you how to do it. Like, the timing was perfect, the story is perfect, the connection is on point. So many people can relate. So when you are made known about this channel, you instantly want to subscribe to it. Forget the thumbnails. Like, this is one of those channels where its thumbnails don't matter, its description don't matter, because the story is there, the connection is there, the videos is there, the value there is off the charts on multiple levels. So people are responding because they can relate. That's why he's exploding. That's why. Yeah, like, and this is a perfect example of, like, sometimes best practices, they don't apply. They don't apply when you make content, when you make a video or a series of videos that are so good, or they connect with somebody at such a deep level that they just watch your videos, they share your videos. You're getting passed around Facebook, you're getting passed around Reddit, you're getting shared on Twitter, you're getting shared everywhere somebody can share your content. Like, when that happens and you've made that deeper connection, I don't mean, hey, I like this channel. I mean, like, this is amazing. Look at this. This is brilliant. He's teaching people who never had kids how to do stuff, or never had fathers how to do stuff. This is wonderful. I want to share this. Like, that's such another level of connecting that best practices do not apply to that channel, because the videos are that good. Is it a lot of luck? That's a tough one. I think a channel like that would have connected eventually. Eventually the ball would have started rolling, like, because he's new. Like, as things evolve with that channel, he would have eventually started making better thumbnails. He would have eventually started doing all the things, all the best practices, and he would have probably ended up succeeding anyway, because the value is there, the story is there, people can connect with that person, they understand, right? But the luck part was that he got mentioned on Reddit, and then he got picked up by local news and various news networks, right? Like, that's the luck part, but the value was there, the unbelievable amount of value was there anyway. So I think he would have reached there no matter what, but this kind of gave him a shortcut. Through the roof value. And it's not just value though, it's the human connection. Like, there's a connection there at such a deeper level. I mean, how many people in the world grew up without fathers, or had fathers and they didn't teach them how to do anything, right? Like, that's an instant connection to so many people. It's brilliant, really. I mean, it's brilliant. All right, we're going to go back into Google Trends. Ken, let's come up with a topic here. Oh, he's at 2.14 million. Yeah, that's incredible. Just incredible. Yeah, it's the emotion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That connection. It's beyond somebody responding to your video. The story is there. It's a hero's story. He's helping so many people, but that instant, like, I grew up with two fathers, but they didn't teach me how to do anything. I everything that I learned how to do, I had to learn how to do on my own. They literally told me, if anything, I learned what not to do from my stepdad and my dad. I didn't learn how to do anything. Well, I take that back. I learned how to hunt. I don't hunt now. I don't hunt as an adult, but as a kid, I learned how to hunt. So one of them taught me how to hunt. That's it. Everything else I had to learn how to do by myself. So, like, when I saw that channel, instantly, like, I'm just like, man, like, talk about nailing it. Like, I was there. I support that channel no matter what. It's just brilliant. So, hey, Costume Co. What's going on, Heidi? Hope you're doing well. So let's find a topic here. Let's get some topics. I'm going to pull back up Google Trends, because we're still talking about Google Trends here. What's your favorite color? Black. Black is my favorite color, even though black might not technically be a color. And if I can't get black, I'm going to go with dark gray. So matte black, any sort of black except for gloss black. I don't like gloss black. And after that, I'm going to go with the dark gray. Let's get some topics. Let's get some topics here. I see some. I'm trying to find some things for video editing. All right, let's just go. Okay, video editing. That's perfect. That's perfect. So let's just go with video editing here for a second. I just want to show you like the power of understanding the right topics. Okay, so let's video editing. What's the best video editor? Let's say you are making videos about video editing, right? So let's look at Vegas Pro software, right? Versus Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro versus Hit Film. Is Hit Film one word or two? Hit Film. Okay, versus Hit Film. So I'm just adding 3 of these together. Now, what Google Trends will do is tell you which ones are more popular right now. Now, they show historically where it's been, but look at what's happening right now. Of course, this is going to be the beginning of March when everybody started to get quarantined. So you're going to see that right here, I can doodle here. So you're going to see right here, in most topics that we look for, except for PUBG, everything starts to rise at the beginning of March because everybody went into quarantine, everybody went online, started looking for stuff, right? So the yellow is Hit Film. So there's less people talking and looking for Hit Film. Final Cut Pro is red, Vegas is blue. Look what happened to Final Cut Pro. So if you're making videos about how to edit video, right here would have been an awesome opportunity, or it still is an opera. Not as good as it was right here because it's still, it's starting to flatten out a little bit, but right here would have been a great time to start making videos about Final Cut Pro because that's an enormous leap, right? And you can look at any topic here. So let's, let me reset these. Hold on here. Remove these. So, I forgot the name. Somebody who asked me how to come up with stuff fast. But as you're coming up with ideas, this is one way to do it, right? What are people looking for? You can use TubeBuddy for that. I showed you just a little bit ago how to use the research tool. Find something that's got a high search volume, look for something in the green all the way across the board. Look at Google Trends to find things that people are talking about. Okay, here's a fun one. And there's literally going to be nobody looking for this, but this will be fun. We're just going to use the random names that have nothing to do with us. But there's obviously more people searching for Nick than there are me, right? Just for fun, I did that. That just kind of breaks my heart a little bit, actually. I just don't see the point of continuing. Can you make a breakdown of PewDiePie? No, man. I don't do like editing, like how to edit like someone. That's not what I do. Best thing you can do is just study what he does and try to recreate it on an app. Like all I do for hours a day is I open an app and I try to figure out how to do things with the app. So pick your favorite video editing app. Watch, if you're trying to learn how to edit like PewDiePie, watch his videos and say, okay, here's my app, and just how did he do this one thing? Pick the one thing that he just did and just stay in that app and experiment with it for however many hours and days that it takes you to do it, and learn how to do that within the app. That's how you do it. That's all I do. That's all I do for any of my stuff. Like, how do you do X, Y, Z? I just sit down on a sofa and I figure out how to do it, and I teach you how to do it. I don't do anything that you can't learn how to do on yourself, by yourself. G. Michael Jr., how's it going? If you weren't YouTubing, what would you be doing right now? I would be looking at Nick and I'd be thinking like, what in the world's going on with that YouTube stuff? Yeah, if I wasn't on YouTube, I have some other things that I make money with, some other income streams. So I'd be focused on that. But you know, YouTube has allowed me to. I didn't expect any of this on YouTube. I just thought I would start it for fun and just kind of, you know, put some tutorials up. I didn't think about actually making money with it or anything. But what's happened is, you know, I have other income streams, other business that I own through YouTube. You know, it's been 2 years in April 9th or April 6th or April 7th was my 2-year anniversary on YouTube. So over that 2 years, I've been able to make a really good living on YouTube through channel sponsorships and the combination of things, a combination of channel sponsorships, video sponsorships, ad revenue, even super chats and channel members and selling merch and like everything that you do just kind of adds up. So yeah, I've been able to make that transition now. So I can focus on this and not focus on the other stuff as much. All right, well, I'm gonna go back and look at some of the topics you guys were talking about here so I can pull something else up here. Yeah. I'm going back here, mobile gaming. Okay, I'm not sure which mobile games. Okay. I'm looking through here. Hold on. All right, so I'm going to turn off Google Trends. You get the idea with Google Trends. Put the words in there, change the spellings of the word. You know, Daniel Battelle has a great one. So he does Filmora 9 versus Filmora 9. Look at the difference here. Now this has been back and forth, but Filmora 9 with a space before the 9, Filmora 9 without a space before the 9. Look at the red. The red just shot up right here. And it's now, well, blue is coming up, right? But look at what happened. For a while, red, Filmora 9 with no space was dominating. That's opportunity. That means that people are looking for something that a lot of people aren't actually putting in their videos because in their videos, people are going Filmora-9. Right? This is something Daniel Battelle does, and it's why he outranks Filmora with their own product. Filmora has their own product, and Daniel outranks them because he didn't put the space because he realized that people aren't searching with the space. So it's all those little opportunities, right? How do you spell it? Plural versus singular, space versus no space. That's where you can find real opportunity if you're just getting started. From where have you gathered all this knowledge? I sold my soul at the age of 45 and working out. Because of this, now I have YouTube knowledge and I can play the guitar behind my back really well. So they made a documentary about it. It's called Crossroads. You may have seen it. Now, just trial and error, man. First, I'll tell you, the first thing you need to do is go through the YouTube Creator Academy. Go to Google. You know what? We're going to pull this up. No, I'm not going to pull it up. YouTube Creator Academy. Google it. It's free. It's a free course created by YouTube. It teaches you how YouTube works, right? Like if you haven't gone through the YouTube Creator Academy yet, you're missing out on a ton of information. Even if you haven't finished it, go through half of it. You have to have a basic understanding of how YouTube works, what YouTube wants. Subscribe to the Creator Insider channel. Anytime you see somebody from YouTube specifically going live, watch the replays. They talk about features. They talk about things. One of the amazing things, and I know not everybody can go to events, but one of the real game changer for me was we went to a Vid Summit last year, and Nick and I had a conversation with Todd. Todd works, I can never pronounce his last name, Bupri, I think Todd Bupri. Doug, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Todd, he runs the homepage. So when you open up YouTube and that main page, that's his job, is to make sure that that main page is there. So we're at an after party, and it's me and my brother and Nicole Glass, who's an amazing photographer, and Todd. We're all sitting there and we're having a conversation, and Todd is asking about things that they could do better, and we're asking questions, and then he says something that was amazing. He said YouTube does not find viewers for your video. YouTube does not find viewers for your video. That's not what they do, right? And previously you're thinking, you know, why is YouTube not giving me views when I upload my video? And a lot of people think this. What he said was YouTube finds videos for viewers, right? Everybody has it backwards. Everybody thinks YouTube is finding viewers for our videos, for our channels, when in fact it's the opposite. YouTube is finding videos for viewers. Say that as many times as you need to say that until it makes sense. So what's happening, yeah, Todd is awesome. That's right, I can put this on here. Todd's amazing. And what's amazing about that is when you think about it that way, YouTube finds videos for viewers. What he means by that is based on the user's viewer habit, right? What videos does someone, let's just focus on an individual viewer. What type of videos do they watch? When do they watch those videos? What device do they watch those videos on, right? Like I watch different videos if I'm sitting here or if I'm sitting on a sofa, right? Right now I'm on a computer. I watch different videos here than if I'm on my phone laying in bed before I go to bed. I watch different videos if I'm on my phone sitting on the toilet than if I'm sitting right here. I watch different videos if I'm on my laptop, or I mean on my iPad. I watch different videos based on where I am and what I'm doing. So YouTube looks at all this information. What device are they on? When are they on that device? What videos do they like to watch when they're on that device, wherever they are when they're on that device? What type of content do they like to watch? What time of the day is it when they like to watch that type of content? So they're looking at all of this user data, right? What did they watch last? What did they watch last week? What did they watch yesterday? What did they watch yesterday at noon, right? So what YouTube is doing is collecting all of the user data. What have I commented on? What have I liked? What have I put into a playlist? What have I saved for watch later? All of this data, all of this user data, YouTube collects this on every single viewer on the platform, everybody, and tries to predict what they'll watch next. Here's all this data. What do we think this person's going to watch next based on the data we've collected on this viewer? Then they try to put those videos in front of the viewer, right? That's the YouTube algorithm in a nutshell. YouTube is trying to predict what the viewer is going to watch next based on the viewer's viewing habits, right? Based on everything that they've watched in the past. And they're constantly monitoring and collecting data on those people. So somebody comes onto YouTube. Okay, viewers on YouTube, right? Bells are going off, viewers on YouTube. What do we think they're gonna watch? Now, YouTube knows that there are certain videos that are trending that day, so those are going on the trending page. But that home feed, right? That home feed, that's where YouTube says, these are the videos we think you're going to watch. Now, you might be a subscriber of a certain channel. You might be a subscriber of my channel, but you don't see my notifications, or you don't see very many of my notifications, maybe because you didn't watch the last 3 videos of mine, or maybe you didn't watch my last video because it wasn't something you're interested in. Maybe you didn't watch my last 10 videos because they were not something you're interested in. And that's okay, by the way. But that's a signal to YouTube that says, hey, this person's a subscriber to Dee's channel, but when Dee uploads a video, they're no longer watching those videos. So guess what? Even though you're a subscriber, you're probably not going to get a notification, or at least you're not going to get a notification that's timely. However, YouTube might say, this person doesn't watch Dee's videos, but they watch their live streams. So when I go live, you're probably going to get a notification to tell them when I go live. Usually, sometimes it doesn't work that way, but you might not watch my videos, so you don't get my notifications, right? So what they're doing, you open up YouTube, home screen, here's all the videos YouTube thinks that you're going to be interested in based on your viewer history. That's where you come into play, right? This is where user habits come into play. The more you get someone to watch your videos, and this is very important, the more they watch your videos, the more videos they watch, the more engagement you can get from those people. If they can come in on one video and you can get them to watch another and get them to watch another, if you can get them to come back regularly to watch your videos, right? If they're a regular viewer of your videos, then that tells YouTube this person loves to watch videos from this channel. So guess what's gonna happen? You open up YouTube and guess who's gonna be there waiting for them? You are. Your videos are going to be waiting for them because that user has a habit of watching your content. And just the opposite happens. When they don't have a habit of watching your content, guess who's not going to be there? You. It works both ways. So that's a YouTube algorithm in a nutshell, is they're predicting what the viewer wants to watch next based on their watch history. By getting people to watch your videos more, to get them to watch more of your videos, watch your videos longer, engage with your content, come to your live streams, leave comments, be regular contributors to your comments. By doing all of those things, it's telling YouTube this person wants to see more of this channel, so YouTube makes sure that you see more of that channel. So it's that simple. And when you understand that, when you get that, and you start adjusting your content for that, and you make good thumbnails, and you figure out how to get people to watch your videos a little bit longer, that's when you're going to see growth. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about your channel. It's about what the viewer wants and what YouTube thinks the viewer wants to watch next. If YouTube thinks the viewer wants to watch your content next, they're going to make sure to put it in front of them. That's why you need a hot thumbnail. That's why you need a good thumbnail, because here's all the topics that YouTube thinks you want to watch, right? This person wants to watch, we think, all of this stuff. So if your thumbnail is the hottest, if your thumbnail looks the best, guess which one's getting clicked? Yours. You are. Is there a mobile app similar to OBS which I can live stream my pre-recorded videos? An entire video. You might be able to do that with Prism Live Studio. If you go into Prism Live Studio, if you swipe over to the right, they have a section called Media. You can add videos and you can play videos. What I don't know is if there's a maximum length to the videos. I know you can play shorter videos. I don't know how long of a video you can play, but it's called Prism Live Studio. I have a link to them down in the description below. As far as I know, you might be able to do that on Streamlabs mobile, but I just don't recommend that app for live streaming so much. There's a lot of problems. Check out Prism Live Studio, add the video as media, and then you want to bring it in and stretch it full screen, and you should be able to play it that way. G. Michael Jr., what is a good question? Oh yeah, his question was really good. Yeah, I think Prism can do that. And if you find that there's a limitation on how long of a video they'll play, please come back and let me know. Send me a tweet or something, or leave me a message somewhere. I'm curious to see. However, if you signed in as Daniel Battelle, it would probably rank higher. Oh yeah, so you're asking about. Well, you're asking about. I saw that. So Formora is giving you a low score. Where's it at here? I'm going backwards in my chat right now, so give me just a second here. App. Somebody mentioned that they got a low TubeBuddy score from Filmora 9. So yeah, that, and then G. Michael Jr. answered that correctly. The thing is, just because people are looking for it doesn't mean that you're going to get a high ranking on that. That's where, and you saw me trial and error, you saw me just quickly trying to figure out the screen recording puzzle, right? Everything was giving me a low score. But then you saw me type in Video Leap and I got a high score. So you're going to have to take the search phrases that you're going for. Like, what are you targeting, right? You're not going to target Filmora 9. That by itself, your channel is probably too small. It's probably not going to happen. But, you might be able to target, Filmora 9 hacks, or ways to speed up Filmora 9, or stop your computer crashing, or Filmora 9, how to stop your computer from crashing, right? Think of different variations to write it out. And you're literally working with a puzzle. You're moving words around, you're moving keywords around to try to find something that you have a good ranking with. And the reason Daniel is doing well with this, he can crush anything on Filmora 9 because he has an entire channel dedicated to Filmora 9. He has told YouTube with countless videos, I'm making content about Filmora 9, about video editing. So he dominates there. He's going to have a completely different score than you. He could probably just make a video and call it Filmora 9, and he would probably just crush with it because he has that channel authority to make that happen. Let's see here. Hey, Jay, how's it going? I shoot vlogs with the front camera so I can control ISO and there's no headache of focus. Is there a way to shoot vlogs with the rear cam without focus and ISO hunting by the phone? Yeah, I don't know what kind of phone that you have, but any video that I vlog with, just a simple vlogging video, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, okay, if I'm making a film, if I'm doing something indoor, right, inside, something where lighting matters, of course I'm gonna expose everything properly and I'm gonna take the time to do it. But if I'm just vlogging outside, I have multiple, some of you guys can see the videos that I've made recently where I'm in Mexico and I just I'm out for a walk and I just grab my phone, put it on my pocket, and I just start talking. I don't set anything. I run everything on auto and I use the rear camera and I put it on the wide angle shot. Like the iPhone has the 0.5 lens, it's wider, right? The 0.5 lens goes really wide. I put it on that and I kind of learned where to hold my hand, and then you're gonna be in the shot. And if you're using the wide lens, if you have one, if you find that you're crooked or you've got tons of headspace, when you pull it into your video editor, you can reframe and crop yourself. So shoot in 4K, that way when you're cropping, you're not losing any quality. And if you have a wide angle lens, shoot in 0.5. Now, if you don't have a wide angle lens and you can't get a wide angle lens, then you're going to have to learn where to hold the phone or just keep using your front-facing camera. The thing about vlogging is people are a lot more forgiving with a vlogger because, you know, you're outside, you're running around, you're just, you know, clip to clip to clip, you're changing scenery, you're doing different things. Being a vlogger, people are a lot more forgiving with your content versus if you're inside, you have studio lightings, you really need to dial things in. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. If you don't have a wide angle lens, I would say just keep using the front cam. Like if you're doing great with that, just keep going. If you do have the 0.5, if you got an iPhone, if you have like one of the newer Samsungs with a wide angle lens, go with the wide angle lens, turn it around, just run auto and test it and see how it works. Some cameras do have issues with focus hunting. So you could also try an app. You could try an app like the Moment Pro camera, or you could try Filmic Pro and run that. Or you could try Open Camera with an Android, see if with those apps, if you have focus issues or not. So you're gonna have to test it and see which one of those works. Yep, right on, man. Trial and error, right? Like, but honestly, like any video you see me out walking around in Mexico, and I've done a few of them, 100% everything is an auto. I'm using an iPhone 11 Pro. I'm shooting in my 0.5 lens, turn it around, rear camera. I've got a couple of videos, I didn't even use a microphone. All I had was my phone, pulled it out, and just started recording rear camera. You'll hear some wind noise and stuff like that. But because it's vlog style, people didn't care. Right? They're not there for like, wow, your exposure is really good. I'm not making films. If you're a filmmaker, totally different, right? You need to learn, you need to understand how to do that stuff. But you're just outside vlogging. Nobody cares if your highlights are blown out. Nobody cares if your color's not on point. Make it look the best that you can and just go out and vlog, right? Your message is more important than your exposure. The story that you're telling is more important than, you know, your highlights being blown out or the sky's not blue enough, right? Message and story is going to trump everything. Your video, the content of the video is going to trump everything. Just like the video, just like the channel we were just talking about, right? Dad can't, or Dad, how do I, right? His story trumps everything. The message, everything that he's doing there, it crushed. There's no descriptions or terrible descriptions. His thumbnails are awful. It doesn't matter. That's not why people are there. Using the rear facing is too difficult when on the move. Put it on the wide angle lens and you won't have this problem. Now, here's what happens. Put it in 4K. I think you said that you have the Samsung Galaxy S10. I know it's got a wide angle lens. I know it will shoot 4K. So 4K, wide angle lens. One, when you go wide, you should have some image stabilization built in. And then what's gonna happen is, so let's say you shoot 4K and you have all this dead space around you, right? You're like, wow, I'm not framed in this shot. Or maybe you're over here, right? Because you couldn't really see what was going on, right? So what you do is when you put it in your video editor, then you can zoom in and crop it so you fill the screen. Every video I shoot outside, that's exactly how I do it, right? If you look at the raw footage, it's like tons of dead space. Sometimes I'm crooked, sometimes I'm over here. I bring it in and I zoom it in and I fit myself to the frame. And because you're shooting in 4K, when you zoom in, you don't lose any quality. So that's how you do it. Yeah, I used to. Before I got my iPhone 11, everything was shot on the front-facing cam on like an iPhone 7. Anything you saw outside, iPhone 7 front-facing camera. But the iPhone 11 Pro changed everything for me because of the 0.5 lens. The 0.5 lens, and it has image stabilization. And running default, like just auto, it's stellar. Good mic for a smartphone. The best budget mic would probably be the Boya BY-M1. It's a lavalier microphone. It's a little clip-on. It clips onto your shirt or your bag or whatever. Comes with a really long cable. That's probably the cheapest option, around $20 US. Head over to my channel, and I have some other mic options there, but for budget, that's probably the best. Your message is more important than your exposure, story, trumps. Yeah, man, 100%. 100%. In any successful channel on YouTube, any successful vlogger, they're gonna tell you it's all about story, right? Now, my channel is about tutorials. I'm not a storyteller. I'm not a storyteller. I'm not a filmmaker. I help solve problems. That's all my channel's about. I help solve problems. I give people the confidence to pick up their phone and start making content, right? That's what my channel's about. But if you're a vlogger, you need to learn about storytelling. You need to learn about how to tell a good story. First and foremost, learn how to become a storyteller. There's books on that. There's videos on that. There's great channels to follow showing you how to do that. All right, Moby Flamer, how to choose a niche. First question, I've got to ask, what are you good at? All right, what are you good at? What are you knowledgeable about? What information I don't care how young you are, how old you are, you're good at something. I don't know what that is, but you're good at something. You're knowledgeable about something. You're passionate about something, right? You're great at something, right? You're going to have to write that stuff down. Get a piece of paper and write down, what am I good at? Dig deep because you're good at something. Write down, what am I passionate about? Like, what do you think about all day? When you're laying in bed, or when you're riding the bus, or you're sitting in an Uber, or you're just out walking around and your brain's just kind of doing what it does, what are you thinking about, right? Write that down. What do you think about? What are you good at? What are you passionate about? What could you do every single day, even if you had to do it for free? What are you knowledgeable about? What information do you have that you can share with somebody? Maybe you're a great gamer and you can help people become great gamer. You can teach people how to beat certain characters or find certain weapons, right? Maybe you're really good at telling stories. Maybe you're good at teaching a language. Maybe you're an excellent communicator. I don't know. So write all that stuff down and then look at it and say, okay, I'm good at this. I'm passionate about this. I love doing this. This is a thing that's always in my head. Write that stuff down and then, and then start making videos about them, right? Now, I always tell people, focus on something, right? My channel is focused on, making content with your phone, doing things with your phone. Dr. Sten, who we talked about earlier, his content is, he helps people be healthy. Who else is in here right now? The fat guy, right? He's helping people lose weight. He's helping men lose weight. And he's holding himself responsible with his channel. Accountable, sorry. Right, so everybody has a reason why they're on the channel. And it's great to have a focus, but when you are starting at zero, you're just getting started. There is nothing wrong with making a bunch of content. Hold on, guys, my throat's getting sore. Make a bunch of content. You've got that list of video, right? I love this, I'm passionate about this, I think about this, I'm knowledgeable about this. Start making videos on all of that stuff. Make 10 videos of this, make 10 videos of that one, take 10 videos of this one, make 10 videos on all of them. And what you do is, of all the things that you enjoy doing, that you wrote down, make 10 videos of each of them. And then look at the ones that start to do well. You'll start to see, wow, when I make this sort of video, people respond to this, right? And if you find one of those types of videos start getting a lot more response than the other, then that's the one that you focus on. Stop doing the others and then focus on this one. Focus on that one and build your entire channel around that one thing. Yeah, well here, look, I like many things and I think them all. Yeah, welcome to the club. You're a human being. Yeah, we all like different things. I love phone stuff. I love YouTube. I love tinkering. I love cosplay. I love music. I love bags. You know what I love? I love bags. Not just bags. Specifically, I love security bags. I love travel bags. I love bags that have like reinforced zippers in them, right? I love everyday carry stuff. I like pins. I like tools. I like so much. I love Star Wars. There's so many things that I love, right? But like I said, now I knew what I wanted to do because I'd done a ton of research on this. I didn't want to make a Star Wars channel or whatever. But if you don't know, write all that stuff down. You like a lot of things. Cool. That's great. Write down a lot of those things and put them in order. Put them in order. And then look at the top 5 things that you put in order. Rank them. And I know you can rank them. If you say you can't rank them of importance, you're just lying and you're being lazy. Don't be lazy. Rank all those things in order of importance. Take those top 5 for the things that you love and you think about and all that. And then start making videos on them. Like I said, make 10 videos of each of those. And then which one of those is getting the most response, right? Do these 10, then do another 10, do another 10. Once you start to see something grow, once you say, okay, wow, like this type of video, this type of topic gets triple or quadruple the amount of views in the others, then that's what you focus on. Go all in on that one thing. That's what I would do if I was starting at 0. Bullseye. Yeah. And it comes back to this too. Like, once you go through that, and by the way, I'm talking about starting at zero. You're starting at zero, you don't know what you want to make, but you know you're interested in a bunch of stuff. Throw a bunch of stuff on the wall and see what sticks. It's that simple. And then once you find the thing that sticks, right, go all in on that one thing. Make your channel a destination for that one thing. Be known on YouTube for that one thing, right? And then think about, okay, here are these videos. My channel's about this one thing now. I want to be known for this one thing. And then think about the people who are watching your video. Who are they? Where are they? How can I help them? How can I serve that audience, right? Know your audience at that point. Find that one thing and then learn about your audience. Learn how to communicate to your audience. What do they like? Where do they live? What time are they getting online? What time do they start watching YouTube videos, right? You can now get this data inside of YouTube Studio for a lot of channels. Starting out, you might not get it, but you'll eventually get it. But here's a little spoiler alert. Upload in the morning. Upload in the morning when people are first coming online. I try to upload around 7 a.m., give or take. You want to catch people when they're coming on in the daytime and then like kind of ride that wave as people are watching internet all day. But get to know your audience, know them, start to learn how to communicate with them. What should I say? I mean, obviously I'm in an Airbnb right now. Those of you, I normally have a setup. I have a studio. I put all this stuff together and the lighting's on point and the audio's on point. I'm in an Airbnb in Mexico right now. But think about, what does my background say about the message that I'm sharing? Earlier, I pulled up somebody talking about, he had a channel. Wow, look at that. 72 pounds. Congratulations, man. Earlier, I highlighted a channel. He gave financial advice, right? I gave an example. I pulled him up on screen. He was in a suit. He was in a tie. He was clean cut. His background was like a shelf, right? His channel name was on point. His mission or his value proposition, what his channel is about. Everything was about helping people with their financial situation. He looked the part. The text was there. The message was, you know what I mean? Like everything fit. Does that make sense? So think about when you know your audience, how can I create an environment and speak to them in a way that they'll understand? So it's a process, right? You got to go through this huge process. Throw a bunch of crap on the wall, see what sticks, focus on that one thing, and then learn how to communicate with those people. And that involves everything. The words that you choose, how you are you, look, I'm old, right? Like I'm old. I'm almost 50 years old. I don't take anything too seriously. So I like to have a good time with this, right? I want to have fun. I want to laugh. I want to have a good time. That's for me. Like if I can't have fun with this, I don't want to do it. But if I were to give financial advice, or let's say I wanted to make videos where I say I had the knowledge where I could help, I could be a business coach. You wouldn't see me in a TubeBuddy shirt and a ball cap with a 5 o'clock or a whatever clock shadow that is, right? I'd look the part. I'd clean up a bit. I definitely wouldn't wear a dirty T-shirt. You wouldn't see me in a hat. I would look the part if I were giving financial advice or I'm trying to be a business coach or something like that. If I were giving health advice, I'd be in shape, right? Trying to get to, help people lose weight. I'd probably want to be in shape, or unless I'm taking them like the fat guy, he's taking people along his weight loss journey. So that's fine too. But all of those things, you know what I mean? It's like the entire packaging. You figure out how to do that once you figure out, that one niche that you want to do. Old. Yeah, Doug, you're old too, man. We're in the old man club. We're in the old men club. All right, everybody. If I didn't get to your question, I will start next week with those questions. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Awesome stream. This went a lot longer than I expected it to go for. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the awesome questions. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for the tweets. I hope everybody is safe. I know in the U.S. there's a lot of nonsense going on right now. People are on the streets. People are angry. People are going, look, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Be safe. I'd hate to see some of you get arrested or hurt or something like that. It's strange times to be alive. So just be safe. Use your head. And I hope to see you next Sunday. So going live every Sunday unless I don't have internet or I'm not feeling well. So until then, I hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe, and I'll catch everybody next Sunday. Have a good one.